actual play tabletop role-playing game show on the internet where you, the audience, gets to decide our fates. Welcome back, everybody. We're so happy to be here.
So happy. You know how this upsets us.
You're already pissing me off.
So happy to be back.
I'm angry.
For our Call of Cthulhu.
He did it too long the time he originally did this to where it really got into our psyche, and now anytime I hear it I'm angry.
Yes.
No matter what.
And nothing could be more perfect.
I
dive into the
immediately
darkness.
get mad.
That is our 6th campaign, Call of Cthulhu Horror on the Orient Express. And I'll turn it up.
At least you don't have it on your table.
And welcome to our live Thursday night show. How exciting. If you're here for the first time, welcome. You're one of the killers now just by being here. And the special little trick that we do with our RPG show is that you and the YouTube audience watching live get to affect our fates, to decide our very destinies, to kill us perhaps. And to begin, we'll have a little introductory crossroads just to see how it all works. And so we're going to go to a crossroads. And right now in our campaign, we are traveling aboard the Orient Express through Italy. We've just left Venice, thank goodness, and we're heading into the sort of northeast area of Italy, an area that is sort of been warred between the Austro-Hungarian Empire as well as Italy. There's Slovenian claims to it, so it's kind of gone back and forth, especially between Austria and Italy. And so in honor of that, we're going to go to this little crossroads, which is what feast, if it's going to go up, what feast shall we serve Carson? Vienna sausages for Austria or sardines for Italy?
I'm like, can I have a bite?
Until you said that in the chat today, did Eric's eyes widen?
No, you did.
I didn't think about it. We have Vienna sausages, the finest of Austria, made with chicken, beef, and pork added in chicken broth. And we have chicken of the sea, wild-caught sardines, Mediterranean style, because of where we are
I
and
need
where
the
we're
killers to
traveling
know that
to.
this weekend we were out together and we went to a bodega and Eric pointed to the Vienna sausages and said,
Oh my God, yeah.
y'all remember in high school just eating these in the parking lot?
He was like, nothing brings me back to high
And we all
school
went,
more than a tin of Vienna sausages. I was like, what?
In the parking lot of a Target, baby.
Definitely not, babe.
And that's Indiana.
And that's Indiana. That is Indiana.
No, please.
Sardines.
No.
Of course.
I literally, before we began, I said, Eric, if you feed me sardines, I'm not doing it.
But it's not me. It's the killers.
Now, of
Eric's
course,
not feeding them to you.
I'm doing it. But
That's
this
the little
sucks,
trick
you
here.
guys.
I feel like you're expanding your palate and your mind
this
and the
sucks.
world.
I feel like
You
I walked into a
guys.
trap.
When's the last time you had a sardine?
What?
When's the last time you had a sardine? Maybe your
my
palate's
God.
changed.
Oh, is it
I've
done?
had a sardine.
I really
Is it done?
Yeah, we're
Not
good.
for me.
Oh, incredible.
Have you had it?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay,
I
well,
don't like tin fish.
I was going to give
Fair
the
enough.
sardines to Jordan if Vienna sausages were picked.
I'll
but
take both.
You'll take both maybe after Carson. If you'd like to have
Trash.
sardines
Tin
and
dinner.
go to
I love the tin dinner.
announcements.
Little fish guy.
It's going to smell really good.
Oh yeah, we gotta get those out of here. I
Ryan
think.
Wiegand says, not my Indiana.
Okay, does anyone have anything that isn't alcohol for me to down this? What is that? That looks
Lollipop.
good. Oh,
Lollipop.
I was wondering why yours was a totally
Lemon.
different.
Yeah, mine's piss.
is that good? Do you mind if my sardine mouth?
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna
all
say
over
it.
this.
It's gonna be a
Just
sardine
not the
rim.
side where my chapstick is.
There's also Cheez-Its. Those will be good to chase it with.
Yeah, that's true. We got
Defo.
cheese
Put it on a
and
can.
lollipop.
This is hard to open.
Careful, don't cut
Well, you
yourself.
don't want
I like
You
this
guys.
story.
What?
Yeah, put it on a Cheez-It.
If you saw what I'm seeing,
I saw it.
Is it eyes? What is it?
Just those little fishies. They're
It's
just
little fishies.
in olives. Eric.
Wait, is it in olives?
Yeah,
How am I supposed to eat
surrounded
this?
by olives. Carson's other favorite
I
food.
didn't realize
Oh,
they were gonna...
wait. Show the camera. Show the camera. Check this out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, get that sardine cam.
You guys. And it's just kind of good.
We can give him to the cat afterwards.
Just tap into the saltiness.
I don't want to eat.
Like,
I don't know how I'm supposed to eat
Did
this.
you guys like the sardine cam? That's
God.
new.
That
Okay.
was great. It's honestly
I'm
so
going in.
cute.
This
Cheers.
Is
Put it on a
Cheers.
Cheez-It, girl.
Cheez-It, put it
Think
on
about it like
I gotta go raw.
you're in
Okay.
Iceland having raw shark. You know?
Here we
don't
go.
ruin Cheez-Its for yourself.
Yeah.
It's salty. That's it.
You're gonna
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
just- it's just-
Hey,
It's not bad.
Nice.
Anybody want a Vienna?
It's all right.
No.
You're not gonna like that as much.
Little bit.
I have never had a
bring
Vienna
that up.
sausage.
Oh wow, the aroma is hitting me.
Yeah.
Wait, I hate that you're all passing it to me because I want it though.
You said you wanted it.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, incredible.
love you.
Well, thanks, Carson.
Of course.
Love you.
Listen.
They're hard to get out.
And
Listen,
as we pass around the fishies.
I ask for it, really. I do. Okay, so announcements.
Tastes like tuna.
The first thing is that if you are part of our Patreon, if you're one of our patrons,
actually know
today,
about
well, first of all, thank you for joining us for Patrons Fools Fest,
Never had
which
a
was a
Vienna.
blast.
Period.
But
Do you want
we sent out today in the Patron Saints Discord channel the State of the Patrons,
tempted.
which is a questionnaire about what you guys like, what you guys want from us, etc. We've already gotten some responses. It's been really amazing to see what you guys
Jordan
are loving.
loved the Vienna sausage over here. I don't know if that you guys.
Oh, you
were-
loved it?
That was
Yeah.
happening.
No.
Yeah. He looked like a baby that ate bad food when he first tried it.
Just imagine you're in a Target parking lot.
This is
Yeah.
a bigger
I smell
reaction than
sardines
any
in
of the
this.
hot ones wings from Jordan.
Maybe we should move the
Wait.
sardines to the kitchen.
No, I'm moving them.
That's
You
a
keep
great
doing
idea.
the you keep doing
Yeah.
the announcements. I'll move.
Okay, so yeah, fill out the State of the Patrons if you are a patron, and yeah, we love
Why
to
is
hear
it
what you guys love.
Christmas?
Next, is this royalty free?
Yeah.
Next, we are going to pull the mini of the month for our patrons.
Mini of
And the
month.
person who gets the mini of the month is Ryan.
Whoa! Wait, which one? Which is it? Ryan Wiegand or Ryan
I
Selby?
think Wiegand.
Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Take that, Ryan Selby.
I think there's only one Ryan, but
Oh, gotcha.
We all just leave slowly.
yeah,
Oh, wait, what's
y'all
happening?
going?
What's going on?
the sardines have driven them out.
Yeah, it is.
No,
No, Isabel, don't do this. It's a Clayton Lane solo adventure tonight. What if I actually surprised you right now and was like,
I mean, that would be a kind
that
of
was by
iconic.
design?
That would be.
We
we're
could start
always
with
for a
just you.
gag. That would be iconic.
We'll see if they come back.
Okay, well, some more announcements. I'm just gonna keep going. Some more announcements.
You're doing great.
Yesterday? 2 days ago?
2 days ago we filmed.
They filmed Bring Your Crush to D&D. Obviously, some of you were there when it was trying to go live. Baron helped us fix our internet stuff once again, and everything should be good to go. I hope everything's looking good right now. But that episode will be posted Sunday at 3 p.m. We will be posting Bring Your Crush to D&D.
Bring your crush
Yes.
to D&D.
Best day ever.
We had
Best
so
day
much
ever,
fun.
everybody.
So
Big thank you to the people in the
cute.
Discord who helped us out, who saved our butts by doing every crossroads without any context.
Yes, and
Totally.
please join us on the Discord. We have a fun time
we'll
over
do
there.
we'll do a little premiere, right? Is that what you were saying? So
Yes,
we can all hop in and
Sunday,
talk about it.
3 p.m. Eric and Isabel Codium and Macy and Jordan bring their partners to the table. Woo! Who have never played D&D before. A blast.
They did a great job.
That's pretty much it. If I'm not mistaken, next week will also be a pre-record of Cthulhu.
That's true. I think the next 2 weeks
Maybe
will
we
be
should blast the fan
pre-records.
for a second, just to, like, circulate the sardine air out.
I'm
There's
used to it now.
a little traveling happening and such, so we are going to have a regular release schedule where every Thursday night, we're still going to be every Thursday night, there's new horror on the Orient Express, but the one next week and the one the week after that
Is it
will be
Christmas?
pre-recorded, which probably means there's going to be a lot of contextless crossroads once again in the Discord.
Yes, and the last announcement, which actually relates to me chewing on camera, is that our mics are now positioned closer to our mouths, and so let us know, do we sound better than
I already
usual?
asked them, and they said audio is great. Confirmed. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yay!
That's great
Love
news
to
for
hear
us.
it.
Also, we've like upped the quality potentially of our video, so I don't know, it's only a slight difference, but those are all the updates. Done.
Okay.
Well,
Amazing.
You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Thanks.
Let me start there and end there.
Okay. And here we go.
Amazing. I think with that, well, another special shout out to the patrons out there as we are going on our own little adventure on Discord, where we're having a little choose your own adventure style adventure, where the patron killers are in charge of these 5 investigators' dreaming selves aboard
Oh my god!
their own little train.
yeah.
And
Where is that?
big thank you to the patrons out there helping
Orient
to
Express
shape
ticket?
that story. And with that, I think, are we ready to dive into tonight's episode?
Let's go.
You
Of
bet.
Please Don't Kill Us.
Oh god.
Smelling too much fish.
I wonder if when the mics are close to our mouths.
Excuse me. We had to blast the AC to get the sardine smell out.
And not do it again.
Previously, on Please Don't Kill Us, we began at the top of a bell tower. With the horror of our own Bert Flynn being dragged out by the clockwork automatons onto the balcony of this clock tower, where, avoiding lightning and thunder and with the help of Clayton Lane, you managed to survive rather than dropping 60 feet below. Having a strange, almost supernatural feeling fight with the automatons in this clock tower, you made your way away with another piece of the Sedefkar Simulacrum, this strange ivory sort of construction made in the appearance of a human figure. This being the left leg that you have secured now.
Oh shoot.
Leaving with vague legal threats to the proprietors of this property, you went off with the plans of leaving Venice and leaving behind June's old friend, Susanna Lowell, to the strange rushed marriage that she was a part of. But before you could spirit away out of this city, a note came bearing grave news from Susanna that her betrothed, Alberto Rossini, this Italian bureaucrat, had been poisoning her mother and had killed her. The marriage being rushed ended up happening that very evening. And so, the five of you, pardon me,
Oh, I like
the
that
five
one.
of you,
That was nice. What's so wrong with that?
back to spooky.
Back to
Five of you took the gondolas over to where you had been, to the bridal shower of this not so happy couple. You assaulted the two fascist guards outside, hiding their bodies as you made your way in and found Susanna Lowell in a desperate state, black eye, weeping, abducted here and about to be forced into a marriage to a man with strange ulterior motives.
True.
And the five of you fought these fascists guarding her and attracted the ire of Alberto Rossini himself, who fought you in a desperate combat, getting a pistol shot off that permanently scarred June's head, taking off atop of her ear. And just as he was about to pull the trigger, shooting June point blank in the head, Faye lifted her revolver, shot him in the head, and killed him.
That was so drama.
That was drama, mama.
Thank you for that one.
It was big
I
drama.
got you, girl.
You hid all the bodies. You made off with several items that you took from Alberto Rossini's house, including a few books just about European folklore, sort of cryptids, legends, different things, as well as a small wooden box with a strange carving on it and words written in Latin. Making off with this, hiding the bodies, You took Susanna away from this place. You hid out for the night in a sort of low-rent hotel near the train station. And safely, as the Orient Express came into the Venice station, you made your way out of this city, at last. With Susanna in tow, coming along with you, although she is still reeling from the trauma of losing her mother, being violently abducted, and not knowing where her father is at this point. You made off in the Orient Express, and as the train continued along its path in Italy, Faye found a strange wooden box within a wooden box in her compartment and was surprised with a proposal by Clayton Lane. And with the arrival of several members of the Free Spirits Artist Collective who are there to celebrate your engagement on this happy day as the train departs. Heading off into the Italian countryside, passing through marshlands and skirting along the northern shores of the Adriatic Sea. You find the warmth and comfort of the Orient Express after the horrors that awaited you in Venice. And that will go to a crossroads.
Ooh. Beautiful. Couldn't agree more.
Crossroads.
I didn't even tell where that was coming from. All three of you?
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Crossroads is who? Vera or Bert?
No,
what's
not
the cue?
who.
Awesome.
That's very close
love
to
that.
Mama. That's
Yeah. Jordan's
Jordan was-
predicted crossroads.
my
Jordan
predicted
was
crossroads
joking
before this
about-
was.
Yeah.
Mama, that's
Mama, that's blank.
blank and blank.
What would all the
Ooh.
options be?
Vera or Bird?
Girl, no way.
Mama, that's girl. Mama, that's no,
no
way.
Right, that
has
needs
gotta
to
be
be
bad,
a crossroad
right?
at some point.
I don't
Mama, that's
know.
girl, and Mama, that's no way.
I
Yeah.
think it could be good. The
like
Dreamland
good.
thing.
That's true. I
could be
do. I
good.
don't know
That's
where my
true.
ticket is. I'll be honest. So I don't know if I can ride it. It was here a second ago.
Well, it's giving
We need someone
Vera.
in the boxes.
It
Box
was.
size.
It was here just like 2 seconds ago.
Also, while I'm here, I'd like to say hey to Austin, Elisa, Ryan,
Oh, maybe
Jack, Mel's, Grant, Dunkdu, Amy. Hey,
Hey, y'all.
everyone.
Hey, girls.
everyone.
New friends, old friends, all friends.
It's Vera.
Okay.
Great. Sounds good.
This is insta kill.
That.
Yeah. Zap, zap.
Give me one moment.
Here you go, Jackie.
How did you know? Oh,
I'm intuitive.
Not the music change.
Thank you.
I had to put my drink down.
uh-oh.
Killers having chosen Vera. Lady Vera.
Eat my ass.
At last. Lady Vera. At last you wake up. Deep breath. In your drawing room in your London estate. Just had a nap and strangest dream of traveling with a bunch of low credit rating nobodies on a luxury train, passing through the European countryside, stopping at cities, strange memories of nights with no stars, creatures watching you. But you breathe out, and the dream fades. And here you are, sitting up on your chaise lounge in your drawing room here in your London estate. It's early afternoon. As that dream fades from you, what would you like to do?
What the?
What was my butler's name?
You probably have many.
I probably have many.
Say I know.
Susie! Susie!
Yeah, as you call out Susan, your voice comes out as
Susie?
as you try to make sound with your voice.
Oh. Sleep
The breath
paralysis.
continues to leave you. You finish your exhale, and as you reach for the bell beside you that would call your servants to you, you find that you can't lift your arm. And you find that as the breath leaves you and you try to take a deep breath inhaling, you can't. You have a shallow breath and your arm can't move. And you try to stand up and your legs can't move. So you feel just the slightest, most imperceptible muscle movements just trying to lift from this couch, and you can't move.
I'm going to try to move my digits, fingers, toes, whatever. Try to feel some type of movement.
You start to feel just the front end of your right foot just tap. Tap, 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 tap. Go ahead and make a spot hidden check for me.
Oh god, sleep paralysis demon in the corner.
That is a fail.
A fail. Okay. As you are tapping your foot, it's silent in here, save for the sounds of your throat trying to catch breath. And looking around, you can start to feel sweat dripping down your head, and there's a window in front of you. And you look out and it's snowing. It's wind blowing past the window, and you see a shadow in your garden. In the snow, just a silhouette. You can't make out the features. Slowly approaching outside, approaching the window. As you tap your foot, go ahead and make a power roll for me.
The Duke in the dream realm, you think?
Maybe.
That is an extreme success.
Extreme success.
It's a 14.
In this moment, you feel yourself break free from your couch and fall down to the floor. And as you feel taking deep gulps of breath, your lungs on fire from not having been able to breathe, as you feel your muscles come back to life, you lift your head and there's a figure standing at your window. And you look and you recognize it's Lady Margaret of Jagging Fox. Her stone face looks in and looks down through
emphasis
the
on
glass.
stone face.
Looking down at
Rick,
you,
mother.
prostrate on the floor as you try to come to your hands. You realize this is the first time that you've ever fallen and there hasn't been someone to give you a hand up. And she just watches you. So you look up and lock eyes with her. See her in a simple dress, her dark hair sort of pulled back. And you see in this moment that a smile begins to creep to her lips. And you see that the color begins to drain from her face. Her cheeks becoming sallow, pale, bloodless. As her smile widens, hair begins to fall from her scalp, leaving strange, almost leprous patches on her scalp. And as the hair continues to fall off, you can see that her arms are cracking and elongating. And you see that the hand that she brings up, her fingers are snapping and stretching. You can hear the skin stretching as it turns into claws, as her eyes begin to sink deep into her skull, and you see this pale, tall figure with strands of hair coming out from her scalp, staring in as the smile widens, and you see rows of jagged teeth with blood dripping red into the snow. And as you take a deep breath, you come awake, and you hear the of the Orient Express, and I'm gonna need you to make a sanity roll.
It's that thing in the clock tower.
That was out on the balcony?
Right, with the strands of hair. He keeps on describing those strands of hair.
Yeah, he's like...
Does it matter if there's an extreme success or a hard success?
For the sanity roll, no, it does not.
Okay, it's a success though.
Success. You do not lose any sanity, but the memory of the stream still swirls in your mind.
That's gross.
As you look out.
Did not like that.
And you see the passing countryside. You see...
Yeah, totally.
Good morning.
Heavens!
You see the train ride continuing. Having just taken a nap this afternoon, maybe just an hour or so after departing Venice. Looking out the window, you can see a slight pitter-patter of rain coming from the gray clouds above as you pass through marshlands and countryside. You can see rolling hills in the distance as all 5 of you are here aboard the Orient Express. The festivities dying down somewhat. Everyone a little drunker than they were an hour ago as the Prosecco has been passed around, the champagne popped, celebrating the nuptials to be, the forthcoming wedding, the partnership, the engagement of Faye Sheffman and Clayton Lane. As all of you are in the salon car, and Lady Vera, I imagine you come out and join them.
What time is it?
It is about 6 p.m.
Garçon, is there garçon?
Yes.
I'll have my 6 p.m. gin. This time, make it neat.
This time needs. We'll have that for you right away.
Thank you.
It disappears, and you're alone in your. Or did you come to the salon car?
I'm coming into the salon car.
Great.
I just opened the door to order that, and then I assume I'm gonna get it.
4 of you sitting around see Lady Vera entering into the salon car.
Oh, Vera, where have you been?
Gosh, you look drunk.
Drunk in quite disarray, I must say. I had quite an awful nightmare. I mean, we have done many different things on this trip, and we've seen many horrors, but I have never seen something attack me in my dream state like it has.
What did you see? What did it look like?
I saw a creature, something quite familiar. Well, first it was an old acquaintance of mine from back home, a creature herself, but she morphed into something that I've never quite seen before. A creature with long hands and jagged teeth and blood pouring out of the gums. It was quite horrific.
Blood pouring out of the gums. That could sound like the creature that was draining the blood
Yes.
back in Venice.
Or Lady Margaret's terrible gingivitis, but...
Do you feel all right physically? Did any sort of thing happen to you?
It didn't seem like they could reach me through
Right.
that state. I know we've
That's
had
good.
run-ins with a parallel universe. This is quite wild for me to say. It's only been a few weeks or less, and I've already heard of parallel states and vampires and horrific business.
Yes. Well, I'm glad that's all done. I'm glad you weren't harmed in your dream.
Yes.
Have you had your 6 p.m. gin?
Oh, it's on the way, but this time I tried it neat.
Wow.
Thank you.
Right in front of you.
Normally in my 6 p.m. gym, I get a twist of lemon as well.
Of course, have that right away. And pulls a lemon out of a pocket and takes a little bit. And
Garçon. I mean, we're celebrating tonight. I think one for all of us and yourself.
and for me, this is very kind of you. I will whip that right up.
Thank you.
And, goes and starts
Miss
shaking it
Fair, I'm
up.
sorry to dampen your spirits with my horrific nap dream.
Oh, it's... Oh, it's okay, Vera. We all get them sometimes, and, you know, beauty does not take away from the true situation we're in, which is sometimes scary.
Quite.
In fact, maybe it enhances it. We
Yes.
have to hold each other closer, no? Now that
Yeah.
we are in deep.
Maybe we should get married tonight.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I need a big wedding. Can you imagine?
Yes, we have to discuss actually, but
You know,
later.
did you have any idea it was coming, Faye, or were you completely surprised?
No, I was so surprised. I suppose just a couple days ago I did ask Clayton to propose, so maybe I should have seen it coming, but I don't know.
You didn't think I'd do it in such a spooky way.
No, I thought it was terrifying, and in fact, I thought maybe someone was stalking me and I was going to die, but this is much better. And, did you all know? Did he confide in you?
No.
I had a bit of an inkling, or something, but not kept it.
I had a bit of an idea when I looked at that envelope that you got on the keys out of a while back. I was pretty sure it was Clayton's handwriting, but I caught a little twinkle in his eye. I don't know.
I appreciate you not saying anything.
I felt that it was something, not a bad thing, but I was starting to think maybe I should pull that guy aside.
Yeah, you can't trust anyone, right?
Yeah.
And I think I'll lean over to June. Is Susanna in the room?
Susanna is sleeping.
Oh.
In the compartment.
She's
right.
eepy.
Oh, then
She's eepy.
maybe I would
She's a
I would
little
maybe
eepy.
still
She's a
do
little
it. I would say. And maybe you'll be next.
No, I don't think anytime soon. I mean,
It is 1924 after all. Sorry, not.
yeah.
Well, we can have a civil union.
It's the future.
We can have a civil union of our. You can be married in your own way.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean,
I feel she might
Damn,
be a
maybe
bit spooked from
someday,
marriage.
but yeah, I
at the
think.
current moment.
Well, but she was also already betrothed. Maybe she's ready to just seal the deal.
Exactly, though. I mean, like, what a whirlwind she's been through, you know? I think the only reason we ended up kind of having a moment the other night was because we both thought she was going to be married, and I don't really even know now what that makes us. And, like, I don't know if she just did that because she was about to marry that guy, and, like, maybe that was just a one-time thing, and I don't know if maybe she just, like, left with us because she needed somewhere to go, or maybe it's a real thing. I don't know what that
June,
it is.
have your 6 p.m. gin.
Has a tray of 6 p.m. gins just given out to each of you.
Yeah, shoot it back. Anyway, Vera, I
take a bullet for her, essentially.
that's
something
true.
to-
That's true. It's not nothing, but maybe friends take bullets for friends. I don't know.
Don't worry, your little lesbian head. It's all right.
You think I have a little head? A dainty, petite little head?
I was talking about the pimple on your nose, but yes.
Damn, I'm like, I can't even be mad at that one. It's so quick.
Yeah, god damn.
It's so
Okay,
quick.
Vera, I am curious though if anyone else, the creature that you're describing in your dream kind of reminds me of the book that we found in a library a while back, the really old story from like 1702 or something like that. I don't know what year. Maybe it was like 1209 or something. But
1702.
that story that we found about kind of the genesis of these artifacts and
Right, the story where the
and
dog went missing.
creature.
Yes.
Exactly, the story,
Yeah.
the story with the cliffhanger about
Yeah.
the dog.
Can't wait for the sequel.
The monster that was described there reminds me of the monster you're describing in your dream a little bit, with the weird skin, that the psoriasis-y looking, leprosy looking, and leprosy looking ass. And remember, he was like a skin demon who had like claws and stuff. And he was
the one that was
wearing
on the
suit.
tower.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doesn't that remind you of it a little bit?
Yes, it totally.
Don't
totally
say it if
could.
you don't mean it.
But are you
It
piloting
also reminds me of most Italians.
With 3 hairs.
That's where we're going.
I'm
with this.
Italian.
Hey, relax. Hey, give him
come
what-
on.
Are you piloting the creature that
First
we saw
apology.
on
Is
the...
that bad? I'm
I don't think
Italian.
it's the same thing that happened in my dream.
No, I just didn't know
The creature that
was
we
gonna
saw on
be-
the-
No,
Italians
no, that's not what I'm saying.
had only 3
I'm
hairs.
saying
I'm kidding.
that the creature you saw in your dream reminds me of the creature we read about in that story, who was wearing the full suit of who was wearing the Sedefkar Simulacrum.
Yes.
It also reminds me of the creature that was in the tower, potentially.
But that guy didn't have like claws, did he?
No, but he had hair, stringy hair.
He did have the weird hair.
Not another campaign where we can't sleep.
But I think
No.
that maybe the guy in that story did too. Can I do some kind of check to like remember what that thing looked like?
Make a history check, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
and
why did I ask?
history check.
Can somebody else try to remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have
What
the
are we
right arm
oh,
or the
just-
left arm?
history. I guess we all.
It's
have-
drawn on.
Oh!
I think I've drawn things wrong. So I switched to legs. But what do we have? I know we have the left leg.
You have.
History.
I
I thought it was the right arm. No.
I believe it's the right arm.
Or I got-
or no?
I
You
have
have
six,
the
but I got
left
the-
arm.
Oh,
You have the left arm, the chest,
I'm gonna
and the
use
left
a
leg.
luck because I want to level that.
As well
We
as-
both left.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh wait,
I got a success on history.
You got a
I
success
also
on
got a
history.
success.
Great.
Because
so
I rolled
what
a
are you?
5.
What are you trying
Ew.
to? So you're trying to remember from the
Yeah.
from
He's facing
the Devil's Simulacrum. The
That book we found in a
yeah,
library.
absolutely. What are you trying to remember about that story?
I'm trying to remember what the big baddie at the end, like when those adventurers were on top of the tower, and there was like
Yeah.
one big bad, and then there was like two kind of beast built bads, and I want to know if it looks like what Vera was just describing.
Absolutely. So how it was written, how it was described, given from this knight to this monk, was that this figure at the top of the tower was in the guise of this like golden-haired crusader.
Yeah, like a pristine man, right?
Like looked sort of like this like Anglo-Saxon like golden boy sort of look, and then story goes that he was tackled off of the tower, and when he hit the ground, the simulacrum shattered off of his body, revealing this extremely pale, bald man underneath. The two creatures that were up there at the top of the tower were these sort of described as skin devils, these strange sort of horned figures with exposed bone and strange kind of monstrous creatures.
So,
But what was the guy he walked into the portal
Oh,
with?
he was like a big alien. Like he had like a huge head. And
That
like
figure was
black-
described as
yeah.
perhaps almost 10 feet tall, where there should be a face, just skin, and the head stretching up into a long tentacle.
Oh,
Yeah, he was weird.
now I got.
So, but you in your dream said that Lady Margaret turned into that thing.
yes.
That's kind of what that story. I don't have
Well,
a
but
point.
he said it was
with that,
bald.
but- Well, so was it in your dream too? I think.
Yeah, had like 3 hairs.
Oh.
Or she got like alopecia.
Well, I also got a success.
I also
Do I
did,
get the
too.
sense that it's like the guy in the tower with the stringy hair?
The guy in the tower with the stringy hair. Which tower?
What we were saying
The
was the
clock tower.
vampire. The guy who was like.
What did you roll for? I would say that's not a
Nosferatu.
history. That would be more of.
Could all be the same bald guy, by the way. It's
True,
just
no, so true.
dawning
all
on
could
me
be the
like,
same.
wait a
So
second,
true.
this.
They all could be the same bald guy.
Well, there's obviously only one bald guy in this world.
So go ahead and make a no check, which is your education.
Okay, can I keep my roll?
Or idea check, sorry. Idea, which is intelligence.
Even better. Can I keep my roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a success.
A success.
But I could spend a couple of luck points to make it a hard success. I'm gonna just do regular success.
Okay. With a regular success, those things sound vaguely similar. The
Okay.
one that you saw in the tower and what's being described in the dream.
Well, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yes.
Well,
Interesting.
What other sort of thing did you get from the house, Lady Vera?
Well, I was in my London estate in Kensington.
Oh, sorry. No. In the house, Susanna's residence, did you find anything
Oh,
else?
yes. Well, let me go back to my room. I found something that quite tantalized me.
oh, I also found a few books of strange tales and things. Maybe we'll look through those as
Yes,
well.
perhaps.
Yes. Well, I have a group of
I know-
ladies who come together and we do a thing called show and tell. So maybe we should all sit in a circle and do a little bit of show and tell.
Yes, I have
Sure,
some things
yes.
to report as well. I saw, so perhaps we all, share a bit.
Okay, well, down.
Let's all talk about what we want to say.
Down your 6 p.m. gin and let's sort another round.
All right.
As you all chug, as Garçon comes and has his own gin that he cheers with all of you and takes a sip and tops all of you off with a wink.
No, it's 6:15 now, which is it's time for our vermouth, our lemon drops.
Lemon drops.
Yes, it's our 6:15 lemon
For
drops.
daily 6:15.
I should have known, of course. And goes and starts shaking up lemon drop martinis and pours for each of you for you to take back to your
I
quarters.
love a lemon drop.
When was lemon
Love
drop
lemon drop
martinis
martini.
made?
I got
You
one
just
more
now
thought on
you
the bald
invented
guy.
them right now.
I got one more thought on the bald guy, which is that sounds like who I saw at the canal as well in Venice, across the way,
Yes.
looking at us when that dead body was there.
Does he remind you of
And-
the guy from Boston as well that you've described?
Susanna's dad.
No, the guy at the club.
Oh my god.
The one who bit Susanna, right? Do we know that?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you told us. I
You
think,
told
right?
us, yes.
So you're all taking your lemon drop martinis back to someone's quarters.
No, we're just grabbing the stuff that we
And
got
coming back
and
out
then
to the
coming
salon
out to
car?
the salon
Okay,
car,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Going back and
What do I
taking
remember
everything.
of that? I
Should
remember
we go
like
to
I
the
got
quarters
kind of
though?
like
If we're pulling out all of this.
Yes.
Business?
I guess come to mine.
Great.
I remember I had kind of like a memory flash of that moment that night at the club with Susanna, but I don't remember what I don't remember what I remember.
Yeah, go ahead and
Maybe I wrote it down. Like a good little player.
I'm gonna say go ahead and make this is a little weird, but go ahead and make a sanity check.
Ooh. This ain't Texas.
Success.
St. Texas. Success. Success. Sanity, you managed to kind of hold on and think back to that night and think back to what the person looked like, this figure, this person that you recognized as having worked for the factory. And you think back, and what you see is a fairly average looking person.
Okay, well, the last thing I was gonna say about the old guy, and then I'll let it go, is that we gotta remember too that the Duke was like wearing somebody else's skin or something. Like,
Truly.
I'm thinking we're on a bald guy hunt, but he could be wearing anybody. Just.
Got a
remember.
point, yeah.
All right, what did you guys find?
What did you get?
I found this box. Plonk.
Plunk, as you all see. Not too big. Almost kind of the dimensions of Carson's box there, with
Could you put that back?
hinge for reference, with a hinge at the top and a lock across it and a keyhole, and carved into it is the symbol that you see right there,
Right, right.
as well as some words in Latin.
Pro fratrius?
Yes, it was Fratres
Or was that
Pro
was-
Pellis, I believe.
Let's play tight.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because, after Alberto died, I looked on his body and he had a tattoo that said Pro Fratrius. So I don't know. That means what does it mean? Something brothers.
Well, I
Father of.
for my show and tell, I told my love, but I think it might be time to tell you all. I also had a dream many moons ago in London, when we were all in London our first night, and I was visited by an old friend named Thomas Kimball, Tommy, and he said that he said strange things. There was a train in the dream, and he said at the end the skinless were to be awakened, and there were brothers in hatred. And as soon as I heard Fratrius Pro Pellis, I think that might be what that
Fratres de
translates to.
Pellis.
De Pellis. Brothers of hatred, brothers in hatred. I don't know what Pellis means.
like a Latin check.
Does anyone have the Latin skill?
I thought it was father of something.
How do you know?
I have.
Oh, was
be
it
in the
Patrius or
language.
Fratrius?
Fratres.
Patris would be father. Fratris would be brother.
Yeah, fraternity.
Yeah.
Does anybody speak Latin?
Fratibus.
No.
De Pelli.
I speak
as,
English.
Speak
You
Italian?
Can I
hear.
use-
You
can I
hear. Yeah. What's up?
Like library or history, like kind of some kind of intelligence.
Not for a translation.
Like Latin is like not necessarily a language. It's like more of like I mean, it is a language, but it's a dead language, so it's more of like an intelligence.
Yeah.
I would argue.
I would say that. Which one are you trying to use? Just intelligence straight?
Yeah, intelligence or library use or history.
I would say intelligence, and it's going to be a hard success you have to get.
You got it.
You got it. We know you're smart.
Well, you got it.
Can I do that too?
Yeah, go for it.
If I speak a Romance language.
Just a normal success, unfortunately.
I think it's gotta be, right?
Just a normal
Yeah,
success.
I think so. Brothers in Hatred.
Brothers in
Because
Hatred.
it's Fratris de Pellis.
Yeah.
As you
Susanna probably
Peliar,
speaks
like,
Italian.
you
It's-
hear
Oh, really?
in Spanish. So.
as June says that, you hear a knock on the adjoining door, and a voice comes from the neighboring compartment and says, June's right. I speak a little Latin.
Oh,
She's very well studied.
yes, and a
Very
good
smart.
listener. Also, welcome.
Susanna?
She opens the adjoining door into Lady Vera's compartment. Says, "Hi, sorry that I was missing for a while to get some rest."
Did you
but,
get a little bit of rest?
Yeah, I got a little bit. Thank you. What are we looking at?
Fratris de Pellis is what we're trying to translate.
Francis de Palace. And she's gonna make a Latin check as I have her investigator sheet right here.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Not to be,
That's so funny.
can I get a read on her real quick?
Go for it. What would you like to be? You can make a psychology roll, and what would you like to get a read on? I'll do this roll. She has a 30 in Latin.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this roll. See how it goes.
I want to just.
Oh wait. Okay. Okay, go.
Let's see. 53.
53.
I'm not. I mean, I think we know what it means.
She says Fratris is definitely brotherhood day of Palace. I'm not entirely sure. I still half
Do you
asleep.
know
I'm
that
sorry.
it had your well, Alberto had it a tattoo of these words.
I didn't know that.
Right. Does this box look familiar to you at all?
She picks up, starts looking out. What are you trying to get a read on?
I'm trying to get a read on if she is actually more familiar with the stuff that she is leading on.
Go make a psychology roll.
Zeadily coded.
I hate that girl.
No,
was
that's a
crazy.
fail. That's a fail.
I'm not gonna get played again.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Hard to say. She looks at the box. This was Alberto's.
Lady Vera found it.
Yes. Do you know how to open it?
I don't have the key for this, but I mean, it doesn't seem very strong. We could probably break it open.
Right, my thoughts exactly.
June?
Go ahead and make a strength roll or a fighting brawl roll, honestly.
Oh yeah. Hard success.
As you take it immediately and just crash it open with a swift blow against the lock, it boom, bangs open and the hinge swings. And inside, you see a variety of papers, mostly. They don't seem to be antique papers. These seem to be relatively like of recent cardstock. And looking through, you can see that there are different graphs, kind of, as well as different sort of contracts. All of it written in Italian, except for one piece of paper that is written in English. And that will get to.
Prop. I love a prop.
Every Thursday, our house is smelling like burnt paper.
Burning.
Let me tell you that much.
Wait.
I smashed it.
I got it.
I smashed it.
Well, whose hands is it in?
Well, who knows how to read?
Well, who knows how to read?
Rossini. I would be honored to assist a fellow brother in broadening said horizons, though I must admit they do not broaden quite so far as one might hope across the pond. In my visits, I have found American sects tend to gravitate toward cruder, less elegant behavior. They are used to blunt instruments and will not turn their noses up at abducting a stranger or two to fulfill their ceremonies. As one might expect, this draws attention, and more than one chapter has regrettably closed due to the intrusion of the law. However, their findings are not inconsiderable, and thusly I will send along a curated collection of observations I found notable. As always, do burn after reading. Yours in fraternity, Julius A. Smith.
The
that guy who
got
died.
killed
But not the real
in, like,
one.
the first episode.
But not the real one. Remember that there was 3 of them.
Yeah.
Three people with that name were killed, but authorities didn't think it was the real one. Then there's a P.S.
Did we meet Julius?
Oh! P.S. Selim? Who's that? I forget.
Salim, yeah.
Salim
Yes.
has informed me that you grow ever closer to the Prime Minister, and that your forthcoming nuptials will ensure your spot in Rome. I congratulate you. Your success will be marked by the skinless one.
Selim, Selim.
Yes.
Selim was
That's the name of my Turkish teacher.
Oh, really?
Selim.
That's also
Salim.
Anyone?
Selim was friends with
I believe Salim is
Makriot,
Makriot's father.
or at least someone that Makriot was writing to about the statue, and she got back because there was a note.
I have father is Salim. He is scared for him to get a hold of the artifact.
Oh, we got a
Can I
letter.
get a little more Prosecco?
No, this is all yours.
Makriot was scared of his father.
They're doing all sorts of weird rituals
Sacrifices,
with like human
yeah.
sacrifices. Yeah. So the rest of the papers in here are in Italian.
I've got 3 names next to each other. Don't remember why. Makriot, Salim, Virgilia Dondrala.
Virgilia D'Andrea was the lover of Mehmet Makriot, who gave him, I believe, made the Milanese connection, which made him get the torso. And she's an Italian poet.
Okay.
So she's on the good side. She's on
I
our
don't know what
side.
these observations are and if they were burned. Can we pull out these other papers in the thing? They're all in
Yeah,
Italian.
you can make Italian checks if you'd like to try to translate.
Hey,
Yes,
can you tell what any of this is?
I'm sure I can.
Your Italian gets better and better. all the
Almost
time.
every day. Okay. Italian. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I succeed, just regular.
Regular
Okay, yeah.
success.
Okay, well, yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Amazing. You finds assorted notes from meetings as well as drawn up drafts of contracts, all signed and annotated by Alberto Rossini and Francis Lowell, having to do with Italian export and imports, dealing with a company in Boston, as well as a proposed deal that seems to be in the works, about to be signed. Simply a very beneficial deal for the Italian government and this Boston company.
Nothing really crazy, but there was a deal.
Perhaps something to do with the marriage. And
Yes, I would imagine
Right.
that was the reason.
Fulfill their ceremonies.
There's definitely a dark brotherhood around.
I wonder if the dream you had, the memory you had, June, had something to do with that. You know, they said in the letter that the Americans often used, brute force or weren't as careful or something.
Yeah.
It just sounds a little like the experience you had with the finger and all of that.
Well, that Susanna had, really. The memory that I have is of seeing Susanna with someone that seemed to have taken her at that club that night, but you don't remember that, right?
Obviously, Susanna's eyes get a little bit faded. See her stare into the middle distance. I don't remember.
It's all right.
What was it you? What was it that you saw? How was she hurt? Somebody's finger got regrown.
His did, yeah.
But how was she
And
hurt
hers was
by
bleeding.
It? Hurt that same finger.
I think so, right?
Asking DM, not.
Asking
Yeah.
the GM. Yes, that was roughly it. Was that her hand began bleeding profusely as this
And that
man
guy's
with a missing finger began to regrow.
Susanna,
So confused.
It's a
which finger was it?
All over the place.
tangled web.
Or it was a ring finger.
Okay.
Oh. Well, that was kind of the fact that you lost that ring finger. That was just kind of happenstance, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
happenstance. But all right.
I don't know. I'm like, can we like sort of coax the memory back into her, like walking through the night?
I was about to, but I don't want to scar
Like, you
her.
know enough about the night to like. I'll say this in my voice again. I'll say that in Faye's voice, and then be like, "Would that be too much? You think for tonight?"
That's not up to me. That's up to you. I don't want to push you past what you're comfortable doing right now. You've been through a lot, but I think it might help us to see if you could remember what, this letter confirms our suspicions that, I'm sorry to say, your dad is pretty tied up in all of this stuff that we've been up to, which we are happy to fill you in on whenever you're ready. But what happened that night might help us move forward.
And it might help you.
Perhaps we could walk through it like a play.
Yeah.
I could make myself seem like the man, perhaps, and we could perform it. Sometimes being in it might help you
Process.
orient yourself.
I think that sounds absolutely terrifying. I wonder if first we just try talking through it.
Well, the thing is, and Susanna knows this, I don't remember a ton about that night either, but I could walk you through what I do remember.
Let me think. You see her take a moment, just thinking, searching her mind for that memory, considering your offer, and we'll go to a crossroads.
Stunning.
Also, side note, while that crossroads is happening, as I'm looking through my notes, I have a whole page for just a figure that I've said is Satan. Somebody said this is the description of Satan. Pale, long fingers, claws, almost bald, beast man, piercing man, stories of him accompanying the plague.
No, he's everywhere.
I think that was one of the people that was yelling, like,
Satano.
Satano described that to you.
Crossroads is
So that figure is definitely
Does
the beast
Susanna-
in
Yeah.
Venice. Yeah.
But if it's more
risk
than
her
one,
mind and revisit that night. Yes
the
or no?
skinless
Risk
one.
her mind.
That's what it said in the...
Oh, no!
risk her mind or what?
Because it's
And
going to
revisit
be
that
really,
night.
It's
like,
going to be horrible for her.
sanity.
Yeah, but
I feel like we have a lot of other leads, and we're going to continue. Like, this is something that's like an ongoing
I think it's too
mystery. Yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like, we need to keep the statue next.
Yeah, but I think this could help us. I don't know. I mean,
We'll
maybe
see.
not. Also, like, not to be like insensitive, but like, she's gonna see a lot of shit imminently.
So what's going on with Celine?
We kind of have
Well,
to
we
fill
could give
her
her a
in. We
day.
kind of need to fill her in.
Well, back to my first concern, which is that Makriot is part of whatever this is, and it's just trying to get...
I don't think so at all.
Makriot was nervous about Salim
Yes,
seeing, like,
based-
about his
Okay,
father.
it's-
Based
Yeah.
on my notes, he does not like his father and is worried about his father having that.
Wait, what was the answer on the
Artifact.
crossroads?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She risks herself?
She risks.
Is,
I sad.
Oh, I
She-
shouldn't have pushed her.
My
takes
bad.
this moment
No,
and
you're
I-
right.
I did
Lo-
too.
I mean,
we'll see.
we'll see what happens.
okay,
You sure?
I want to help.
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of start at the beginning, if that's okay with you.
Wait, who has the best psychology also? Can we like do
Keep an
something
eye on
for that?
Mine is very high, 73.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if like you should be leading or something. You should be telling the story.
What's happening is
You know what I
happening
mean?
right
Sorry?
now. I think what's happening is
Okay.
happening.
Okay, but I sit next to June and kind of look into Susanna's eyes and I say, Susanna, it's all right. At any point, if it gets too much, just raise your hand and we'll stop wherever we are. And know that between the two of us, between myself and June, you are currently in a very, very safe place. And there are as many, glasses of 630 or 645 alcohols as you would like.
Thank you, Bert. I appreciate it. Let's do it.
Okay, well, I think it was a Friday, maybe a Saturday, but it was definitely, no, it would have been a Friday because I got off work and I went back to my place and you were sitting on my stoop. And this was during the time where you and I weren't really seeing each other as much as we used to. You were spending a lot more time, fulfilling what I assume are like obligations your family were asking of you. Going to more socialite kind of events and stuff, and we had kind of drifted, so seeing you there I was thrilled but surprised. And you said that I guess you were supposed to, I don't know, maybe you were supposed to go do something with your family that night, but you really needed a break. You were saying that things were getting really intense around the house and that they were expecting more and more of you, and you needed to blow off some steam. And so I took you to Patty's.
Patty O Furnitures.
Sorry.
I was totally with her. I was like,
too.
and she took her to Patty's.
Sorry, guys, I'm lying.
Well, no, you had been wanting to, every time we would see each other around for a while, you'd been saying that you would want to come out with me sometime, but you had never been out with me somewhere like this, somewhere with people who are very different from the kind of people you surround yourself with usually. So I was really excited to show that world to you, and in hindsight, maybe you should have thought twice about asking if, I don't know. But we went and we each had a drink together. We went to the bar and had a drink and were dancing, and I was introducing you to some of my friends. And then those friends and I kind of started catching up, and I thought that you were talking to my buddy Mauricio, but then when I turned around, he was at the bar and you weren't there. So I started looking around for you everywhere, and this is where it starts to go a little weird for me too. I know I looked for you for a really long time, and I couldn't find you anywhere in the bar. And then my memory jumps to somewhere else. I think maybe it was at the bar, I'm not sure. I don't remember how I got to this door, but I remember opening a door and you were in there with someone who was holding on to you, and your hand was bleeding, and that guy grew back a finger where you had been cut on your hand.
What was I wearing?
You were wearing, it was green. You were wearing like a light green set.
Was it cold that night?
Yeah, it would have been.
He told me he'd just had an accident at the factory. He'd lost something, and he wanted it back. He said he wasn't supposed to talk to me. But he said it wasn't fair. I'm gonna have Susanna roll a sanity check with a penalty die.
When she says it's cold outside, I open the window.
Yeah, and then we blast the AC for a second.
She has currently she has 50 sanity. She's gonna roll this with a penalty die. I'll roll it in front of you.
That means that
You're below
Rolls.
50.
Wait. Oh, 79.
yeah, not awesome.
Shoot.
But I actually
But we've
think
all
her-
lost some sanity.
I actually think her losing her because when Macy did that sanity roll to see if she remembered, you didn't remember the weird shit. Do you know what I mean? Like you succeeded. Fuck, never mind. Just go find it. See what we were gonna
Tears start
say.
falling from her eyes
Oh.
Yeah, she's gonna
as
remember.
she is focusing.
Yeah.
Focusing. He said that my father had told him not to speak to me. He said that my father had told him not to share anything with me. But he said that's what's ours is the brothers. What's ours belongs to the Brotherhood. And he took my hand, and I felt searing white hot pain. I felt my finger ripping from my hand. And I felt my finger bending on his hand, growing out of his hand. He said it was an accident at the factory, but that he would be whole again. His tears are streaming from her face. I see her hand raise into the air in front of her face as her eyes roll back in her head and tears go streaming down her face as she starts screeching, Omni laudini olethotep! Omni laudini olethotep! She is sobbing in front of you, convulsing in front of you, shaking as vomit begins to come down from her mouth. She begins to clutch and holds onto your arm. Omni laudini olethotep! As her screams are echoing through the train at this point. What are you
I
doing?
pour some water on her. I
As you
run to the bathroom.
pour water onto her face. In this moment, go ahead and make a luck check.
I'm gonna run outside the door and just.
I was going to go to anybody who's coming in.
You go out and immediately
Success.
there are waitstaff that are coming down. There is the conductor rushing down the hallway.
Oh, it's all right. It's the 6:30. It's a 6:30 pina coladas.
What's happening?
I got a hard success.
Nothing that you need to worry yourself about. My lady's maid is just having a
nightmare,
moment.
a nightmare.
Too much liquor. She'll be all right. I'm taking her home.
So you say that, go back into the compartment where you've splashed water, and with the luck of it, the ice cubes that were in it hitting her in the head, the cold water splashing across her face, she falls to the floor onto her hands and stops screaming.
I'm gonna bend down and wipe the water off her face, pull her hair back. It's okay. It's okay.
She breaks down into
You okay?
sobs.
It's okay. I'm here.
Susanna, I'm so
She
sorry.
is going to lose. That's going to be 8 sanity.
Susanna, I'm so sorry.
She's insane, right?
as she is
Yeah.
going to
Temporarily
make
insane.
an intelligence check to see if she goes temporarily insane.
Because if you lose more than, I think, 5.
Check. She succeeds the intelligence check, and with that,
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
she starts
Yeah, what the fuck?
going from crying to laughing, uncontrollably laughing.
Wait, she succeeded she's not temporarily insane though, right?
She failed the sanity check, lost 8 sanity, and succeeded on the intelligence, which means by succeeding on the intelligence that she fully comprehends what it is that she experienced. She is not able to cordon it off into a corner of her mind. Instead, she grapples with the full reality of that night, reliving it here and now. And she descends into non-stopping laughter, curled up on the floor of this compartment. As we go out, Lady Vera, go ahead and make a persuade check. Or a charm.
I'll do charm.
Go for it.
I'm gonna push it.
How are you going to push it?
Show your boobs.
It was
Yeah, I was like not even looking at Jordan, and I was like, look over.
okay. With the push, it succeeds, and it's a.
Are you showing your boobs?
Just
What are you
keep
doing?
it.
What are you doing?
She's just pulling the shirt down.
Drives her
Just
super
keep-
intense.
Wait, can I ask who I'm talking to? Like, what is he?
You're speaking to, he sounded like he was British, just one of these, it seems to be probably late 30s, early 40s, very put together man who seems extremely distressed.
What part of London?
He seems to be from
This is important.
East Acton.
Perfect. I heard in your area. This is also a success. So this is my charm.
Yeah.
I heard in your area that there's something called a chippy tea. It's a fish and chips that you take home. Is that correct?
Yes. Are you from East Acton?
No, but would you like to take a gander at my chippy tea?
What?
As you tug, his mouth goes slackjaw, and he doesn't respond as he just stares at you for a moment, and then... So everything's all right?
You tell me. Is everything to your liking?
I'm flattered, madam. But I am on duty right now. You let me know if there's any trouble.
All right. I guess the only trouble here is that you're on duty, and your duty is not on me.
As I said, let me know. And he turns around stiffly and just walks back to his station. As we go back in to the compartment. And
Real quick.
she is just quietly now laughing to herself.
That thing she was saying, is that the same thing we've read before? Like, I had read something.
You have heard the words Nyarlathotep before.
What was
Yeah,
she saying
but-
before?
Yeah, do we know what she was saying?
Omni laude Nyarlathotep.
Always? Or everywhere?
Laude?
Omni laude
Supreme Queen Laude,
Nyarlathotep.
what does that mean?
Like, lauded, I think, is like where that root comes from.
Always lauded.
Like,
think it's
always
like
praise.
I think it's like all praise. I bet
Praise,
you anything.
yeah.
It's like
Always
the skinless
praise.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all praise, Mr.
Nyarlathotep.
Skinless.
I'm gonna, while she's like on the floor
Nyarlathotep?
laughing, kind of bend over her and
I know we had that.
put a hand on her face or head and just, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry.
She doesn't respond.
Yeah, I think she's still laughing boots, right? But I'm just trying to comfort her.
Let's put a
I
blanket
think
on her, maybe.
I had found some like morphine earlier. I think I'm gonna inject her with a little bit of morphine just to hope that she like dozes
Calm
off.
the nerves.
Yeah.
So you do so. And
I like wrap tightly kind of a blanket around her too. Like
wrapping a blanket around her, administering this drug, her laughs draw out slower. She takes deep breaths, and she goes limp on the floor, passed out.
I'm gonna pick her up and carry her back into the room where she was sleeping before.
As you do, laying her down on the bed, you look out, and you can see the bitter cold of the wind whipping against the window as evening is getting on. And this same conductor in the hallway comes walking down the hall, and you hear the voice from the hall. Trieste! Next stop is Trieste, pulling into the station in 10 minutes.
Oh my god, same
Lord.
night? What time is it?
It's about 7:30 at this point.
Wow, okay.
Get a moment.
For real.
No. We can't.
All right. Well, we have to take.
We have to go to the museum or the library or something.
Well, we should check her into a hotel. And
Look
drop our
up
things.
Johann Winkelmann at the museum.
Yes.
Museum in Trieste.
Garçon,
Trieste.
Yes,
do you have a wheelchair that we can use
Of
for our
course.
friend?
of course. I'll have that right away.
Thank you.
And he goes, and before too long, comes out with a foldable wheelchair.
Love that this place is accessible.
True.
Iconic.
Folding out the wheelchair as Susanna is resting now, and Trieste is now about 5 minutes away. What the five of you do?
We have to get off on Trieste, obviously, but it says it in the note.
Yes, we do. Let's get off.
All right.
Look in the guidebook, see if there's anything
So
of note.
that leg didn't fit. Oh, it's in the base case. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we're carrying around a base case everywhere.
Yes, who plays the bass? Is anyone musical at all?
Music check.
Clayton's quite a performer generally.
Yeah.
How would we know?
But
You
the
could
other
think you'd
the
have
other
it under,
suitcase
like,
is
art
supposedly my art
Music.
supply.
So I
Oh.
have like art craft novelist.
Mm,
Yeah, I have painting
I
a
just
bit.
have art craft.
I'm not very artsy.
Me either.
Heard.
I buy the art. I don't do the art.
Damn it.
That was
Sorry.
bad.
It's okay.
But can't we lie?
Yeah, we did. We charmed and lied before.
Yeah, totally. I think Bert, but I think you should carry it because you're surprisingly good at pulling off a little fib, and I could see a scholarly guy playing the bass. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes. Scholarly.
You're scholarly.
Playing the bass.
It's a refined talent, I'd say.
Yes.
You're charming, right? Like, aren't you good at that?
No, I have 15.
Oh.
For persuade or for charm?
Persuade. Persuade, I have 29.
Hmm.
But psychology, I have 73. So if I can use, I don't know.
Maybe you then. You're pretty charming.
You're very charming.
Well, thank you.
Well, I'll carry it for you, so you don't have to, lug it along. But perhaps if anyone asks, you say that you play the bass.
I also wonder if I could,
Okay.
you know how we were trying to design this into a backpack? A bag of some type.
Right.
I also wonder if we could maybe build a secret compartment in the base.
Yeah, that's very smart.
Just
So
so...
there's wheels in the base, which is nice.
Yes, that's right. Perhaps at the bottom or something like that. And it could even be an empty case with a
Can
false
all
back.
of the pieces fit in the base case? Like, can we just? I
Consolidate,
know they
yeah.
don't fit in the art box or whatever, but can we get the arm and the torso in the base case?
You can try. As the train is slowing down to the station, open up the cases. Go ahead and
we
I'll allow
everywhere.
2 of you to make a luck check.
2 of us.
I'm not very lucky these days.
I'm pretty lucky.
What's yours?
58.
I'm 69 still.
67.
Ooh, you two.
Yeah.
Then.
Dice down.
Dice down.
Faye and Vera put their heads together to try and fit all these pieces.
That is a
That sounds
success.
Tetris.
That is a
good.
success.
Success,
Third.
and the base case turns out to be all you need to fit every piece that you have.
Should we stay at the
You'll
Savoy
Tetris the hell out of
Excelsior
that.
Palace, a magnificent seafront palace with views over the Gulf and historic Castello de Miramar? Wow.
Sure.
Yes.
This whole place, it's built on the water. It's beautiful.
I mean, yes, I suppose we could, do something a little more modest. I guess I'm just getting a little bit of a taste of luxury.
What will you do when I leave?
I respect the hell out of that.
And I figure, we're going through some pretty horrific, terrible, awful, mind-bending things, we might as well also try and take in some beauty.
We can at least get Susanna good room service after all we've done for her.
You know, and the breeze off the water is said to be good for the constitution.
So look
generally.
out the window, you can see buffets
The eye
of
is
wind
twitching
hitting the
like crazy.
water,
What's
waves
going
crashing
Why does that
as
happen?
the train pulls to a stop, and you hear the whistle blow and the doors opening outside as you all take your base case
All right.
and wheel out.
I think there's two other things that maybe we should note as we get into Trieste. The first is that it says to go to the library, and I've discovered that the Giardino Lapidario, that is the museum here in Trieste.
Open Air Museum. The Open Air Museum.
Open Air Museum. Maybe it's a different... Oh, there's also a Natural History Museum at the Commercial and Nautical Academy. So maybe we'll check both those museums. And also, the thing under that I was reading on the train earlier, the Grotta Gigante. It just sounds pleasant, but also a little spooky. It's a huge geological cavern with a stalactite-laden 780 feet long cavern.
I also have something written down in Trieste about a Johann
Yes.
Vigelman.
Yes.
Do we know of that?
Yes.
Who's that?
That was in our original instructions from what I just
Mehmet.
lost his name. Mehmet. Yes. Another fragment made its way to how do we say this?
Trieste.
Trieste. Another fragment made its way to Trieste at the same time. Its fate is unknown. Look up Johann Winkelmann at the museum there.
That's
At
who we
the
have
museum.
at the museum.
Right.
But there's
We don't
two
know which
museums,
one, yeah.
yeah.
I would just assume it's first just the kind of main museum versus the Natural History Museum.
I don't think natural history would be about art
Yes.
at all.
What it says about the normal museum in the guidebook is that there's like a medallion portrait fragments of an Amazonian frieze. A disused burial ground holds a fine collection of Roman antiquities. That sounds definitely up our alley.
Yeah.
Well, it's also funny. You're saying the Giardino Lapidario?
Yes. See.
Yes. Well, the other
What
one
should I speak
apparently
here?
is a museum.
What?
What do they speak here?
Italian.
Okay. Right. Just making sure.
Whoever wrote that note clearly did not want people to get it easily, because the Commercial and Nautical Academy, it has a natural history museum, a Museo del Mare, and a museum of antiquities, which can. So there's all sorts of museums
All
in
sorts
this
of things.
plaza. So
I suppose we'll have to do some museum
hopping.
As you all depart the train, it's close to 8 p.m. now, and we're going to go to a crossroads as you step out onto the platform.
Okay.
We're
And-
making our way through
Okay.
the guidebook.
Okay.
Go.
The guidebook is so cute.
The crossroads is
I love it.
Oh my god.
Mama, that's a open air train station?
No.
Or Mama, that's a enclosed train station. Vote open or vote enclosed.
Yes. Who got the power?
Self-actualizing.
You
That's so funny.
Mama, that's an open air train museum. Or train
Oh my
station.
god, that's so funny.
Whenever I get stressed, I do always want to go to the chat. I'm always jealous that Jack's in the chat because I want to be like, you guys.
Yeah, what's happening?
We were
Oh.
just saying before this episode.
Yes! Hey, you're getting jealous of me. I think.
Craving the chat.
Definitely.
Like, Isabel wants that.
It's not a secret. I've always said that I would like to be in the
We were
chat.
talking about how we could give Jack reprieve in the future.
Yes, because Jack has said, sometimes it'd be nice to switch off, and I've always said I would like to.
I think you're up next.
Woohoo!
It's a mutiny.
Maybe blast.
Get
maybe
him
we could blast
out!
this
Get
while
him
Crossroads
out!
happen.
Yeah, true. And while we're yelling, get him out!
Get him out!
We're blasting the
And
AC for a
just
few minutes.
AC for
If
a minute.
It sounds crazy on microphones. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's also perfect
imagining
timing because this is an open air train station.
This is just an effect.
Which
Do they have Toblerones for us here? I loved when that happened.
Wait, do we have another Prosecco?
Yes, we do.
Should we get it?
Sure.
Okay, after this spooky.
as you step out of the train into the vault station,
I thought it was gonna be nice
the
here.
first thing that you
Whoa.
are aware of is the wind.
The ghosts.
It howls like a strange and angry beast, piercing your clothes and sucking the warmth from your bodies. As you step out, you feel it threaten to carry you off your feet in this open-air train station. Whooshing. And as you're looking around, you can see that loose dirt and twigs are being picked up by the wind, flying past you. You can barely hear each other speaking to each other over this wind. The howling mix of rain and snow coming down. Everyone go and make a strength check.
Wow.
Wow.
It's really strong.
Ooh. Woo. Whoa. Failurino.
Success.
Success.
Hard success.
Extreme success.
Success.
Bye.
Everyone except for Bert.
Bye.
Except for Clayton.
Oh, except for Clayton. Clayton, you're picked up and fly away.
We never see that guy again.
Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz.
On to the next.
No, it does sound Wizard of
As
Oz.
the five of you come out with your things, pulling with the base case and everything, coming out into the wind, as you turn to help Faye down the steps, the wind buffets you and you feel yourself, your knees buckle, and you fall to the ground as the base case hits the ground and the latch comes open and it opens.
No!
Quickly, I mean,
The base case
Yeah, as
lies
soon as
open
it-
as
I'm
you
closing.
dive towards it and
Crowd it.
shut it, guarding yourself against this wind and
yeah,
shutting it.
I sort of
as-
hop on top of it, and if anyone saw, I'm going.
As a
Gotta protect your instruments.
A porter in a thick, double-breasted
You need to go
coat gestures to all of you, helping with the other luggage. Come with me! Come with me! And gestures and for you to follow towards an enclosed waiting area at the side of the station,
Okay.
leading you over to the point where you are able to just get around the corner and be out of the...
Can I make a luck check to see if I have like a lock in my luggage, like a luggage lock? Or
Yeah, go
like
and make a luck
anything?
check.
I don't know where that thing is.
What?
The pointer.
Is the pointer up there?
No. Anyone else have a lock?
I don't know.
I can do it. Can I try for a luck? For a lock?
Absolutely.
Can we all try?
It might be in one of those big black...
No, it's a success.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course, you would have some. You would have some luck.
I would have
to
something.
protect your-
To protect all my dresses.
What's that?
It's a success.
To protect the dresses, you produce a little
little chain
lock.
lock. Yeah.
No.
No, what
Maybe
about
with
the other one?
A little combination.
Wait, where? Wait, which one? Oh, this
I
one.
don't know if it's in one of those. I feel like
What are you?
it's
What are you?
longer
trying
than
to
that,
find?
maybe.
The pointer.
No.
As
No.
you are gathered into this waiting area by the road here in Trieste, looking on this ancient city, some more modern buildings, some stone seeming to date back centuries, climbing a hill in the center of the city. As you shelter from the wind, the porter kind of arranges your things next to you and says, "Hey, yes, well, welcome to Trieste. They call this the Bora. This is a bit of a staple in town. It's pretty intense the first time you experience it. It's a wind from the mountains that cuts through across the Adriatic. I hope you'll get used to it. The locals seem to enjoy it to some extent. But I hope that you have a wonderful stay in Trieste and look forward to having you back aboard the Orient Express."
Thank you.
So he gives a nod and turns
Is
back.
it the same guy who...
Yes, it is the same guy that you spoke to in the hallway. As he walks by you, he makes lingering eye contact with you as he passes by.
Oh, wait, excuse me. I mean, can you help us arrange some transportation to the hotel that we're going to?
Oh,
'Cause-
yes, of course. We have wagonly automobiles at the Red Hand. He gestures,
okay.
and there is a cab that is waiting right out front.
We're getting like also We are getting progressively bougier.
Yeah.
Like
All on my dime. I will say all on my dime.
That is not true. We have so much money because
you
we got our
were
full
given money.
refunds.
No,
So
we
thus
haven't
far,
gotten
that money
yet.
hasn't
We
been
get that
touched.
at
It's
the
all been
end.
Lady Vera.
It's been all me. It's been all me.
Well,
Well, it's
getting
time-
received the
refunds.
money.
Time to
at the end of the
redistribute.
line.
Yeah,
that's
but
not
then
true. We
I
have-
asked if they would give it to us sooner, and they said they'd get back to me on that.
True.
I haven't yet. As you see that there is a cab at the ready.
The Savoy Excelsior, please.
And are you going to pay for that?
As you all board into the cab, and
Feels
We
like
also got
casual.
about a fair amount of money from Mafia.
Where would you like to stay,
Right?
Lady Vera?
yeah, you did.
Well, Savoy.
As the car takes you along the roads
Beep, beep,
around
beep.
this gulf
Oh.
here.
Oh, did you find that?
looking out onto the Adriatic Sea, and feeling
Little
the winds almost kind of shaking the car around you as you help Susanna in as well, folding up the wheelchair, which has been lent to you, and with the promise of you returning it back to the Orient Express when you continue your journey. And taking her with, you head off to the Savoie.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it?
Savoir, yes.
Savoie Hotel. Not too far until you reach the plaza where this literal palace sits looking out across the water. And,
It's quite small, isn't it?
taking Susanna in, you are able to arrange for, I assume, your usual arrangement of suites.
Well, actually, can we do a scene where I'm going?
Yeah, absolutely. As you walk into this gorgeous lobby area.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Pretty.
beautiful.
Wow. I can't wait to see.
Gorgeous.
I know,
Yeah, literally,
we're going
Jordan's
to
going to be
Trieste.
there.
I will be doing the Venice to Trieste in
That's
2 weeks.
Unreal.
Unreal
Life.
An hour and a half apart.
Send so many people.
You gotta do, maybe you
Jordan,
should
Plutzer,
enjoy your
Wankington.
vacation, of course.
Well, so
but it'd be so
no, I
fun
won't.
for you
Don't
to,
follow
like-
me there.
Yeah, like
follow
record a
me,
little
yeah.
video being like, you guys, this is where we were at this
I will. I mean, I'm making sure that,
in like Venice to see like those like the
Well,
basilica and stuff. it's
especially for
crazy.
the Trieste, I will be with a local there.
Wow.
So I'm gonna make sure that she takes me to these
Oh my
places.
god.
The Bora might be like you might experience the Bora, the wind.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow.
The Bora.
Bora.
As
We can turn off the fan.
you all come into the majestic, as you escape from the wind here into the hotel. A clerk at the front says, "Welcome, my lady. Are you here to stay?"
Yes, that wind was quite awful, wasn't it?
You learn to live with it.
And what are you going to do about it? I had to walk. I had to take transportation from the Orient Express all the way to your establishment with no protection from said wind.
She's on a move.
Are you
cat wig coming on.
Do you prefer to walk?
Do I prefer to walk?
You
In
complain
these
about
heats.
taking transportation.
It's just, it was a bother to get all the way to your place, and I feel like something should be said or done about it. From your part.
I will see what can be done.
I'll take it. Anyways, we would like a room for the newly fianced.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sorry. Forgive my mother-in-law. She's a bit brash.
Yeah, forgive my mother.
That is quite
Don't we
all
look similar?
You wish.
The newly engaged couple, that is wonderful. We will arrange for fine bottles of Prosecco for you.
Oh, well,
Fantastic.
You can also send that to my room as well.
Of course. And
Don't listen.
rooms
I'll be a
for you.
mother-in-law.
The other couple as well for you.
Oh!
Bert, don't shout.
No, it's a misunderstanding. Sometimes we do share. Sometimes we share quarters.
Yes.
But no, Susanna is they're not. They're not. They were, but maybe not.
We'll
Outing
take
them.
if you have a suite
course.
to accommodate 4 adults and 1 senior citizen.
Yes, of
That
course.
would be fantastic.
Who are you calling a senior citizen? With those rickets.
They begin writing down in their ledger, checking it out, and handing you all keys. And you're led over to a luxury elevator. With
Can I pull to
attendants.
I'm gonna pull her aside, whoever's.
Yes.
This is quite personal, but do you see the person in the wheelchair?
Of course.
She is not well,
I see.
and I fear that we might need some protection for her.
I see. Attendants to be outside the room?
Yes, who is your most attendant?
We have security on staff that we would be able to.
How much would I have to pay for 24/7 coverage?
Go ahead and make a credit rating check.
I don't know.
It's a pass.
24/7 coverage. This is funny to me.
We need some insurance on this.
It's the news.
24/7 coverage.
It's the news.
Do you have State Farm? All state.
If you were to do the courtesy to our security staff of 100 lire a day, that would be very charitable of you.
It's 95.
95 it is.
Then it's a deal.
Thank you. I will inform them right away.
Thank you.
Purse strings a little tight these days.
No, just $5 for extra spending.
You're brought over to the luxury elevator and hear the attendant
Cappuccino.
pulling the crank as you
Fettuccine
ascend up,
Alfredo.
and you find your rooms, these sweet waterfront views looking out across the Adriatic Sea as the sun has set now. And you can see just through the clouds, the moon peeking through as rain and snow continue to pelt down. And here you are, a very comfortable arrangement here as Susanna is able to be laid in bed. Security arrives and stands outside the room. At this point, it is about 8:30 p.m. It is up to you what you will do with the rest of your evening.
I think as we walk into our room, I would look to Faye and say, well, Faye, I sort of want to ask you what you want to do on this very joyous day. Would you like to continue hunting with the party for this? Go to this museum, or would you like to take it easy tonight?
It's closed.
I doubt the museum's open, honey.
True.
Well, it's 8:30. Don't you think there's more to do in the day in a new city?
Are you looking to find another Dromo?
It could be fantastic just to, I don't know. Usually when we're in these places, it's like we're just solving crimes and helping people. What about one night for ourselves?
I agree.
And if something bad happens, we'll figure it out.
I agree. I suppose that's why I asked the question. Maybe I was leaning that way myself.
Okay.
A date, then, perhaps?
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Would you like to... I don't know. What would you like to do? Would you like to go to dinner, or would you like to
I think I'd like to...
go to the
Susanna
theater?
needs to take it easy.
That's a great idea. No,
Boo. Next.
that's a great idea. If I were...
That's a great idea for someone else.
Yeah. I think we should probably, I don't know, maybe we should...
There's radio back then, right?
Mm-hmm. What if we tried to get on the radio tonight? I've never been on.
Sure. You sure.
Go to a radio station.
Let's go to the local radio.
I just think it'd be a fantastic celebration of love
don't mind if we
to tell everyone in this city that we're engaged.
I think that's fantastic. Although I do think there might be some bad people following us. Maybe we go as aliases.
We're here.
We don't have to tell them our names.
Trieste.
Hell, I'll even speak in Italian so everyone understands.
Listen, Bunny, I think this is a fantastic idea, and I think we have to do it tonight.
All right, let's get on the air.
Radio.
Okay, radio.
As the two of you leave
Let's get on the radio.
I feel like I don't want to speak to the rest of us. We're just turning on the radio.
Yeah.
As you listen in, waiting to see what happens,
8:30.
the two of you head out into the night of Trieste. Go ahead and both of you make luck checks.
I guess it's 8:30 vodka sodas.
We've already had our
Success.
Oh, no. Okay, good.
6 o'clock.
Success.
So what's seven- what's
Was it a regular
17 now?
failure?
I think we had a pina
Is there
colada.
anything other than a regular?
Somewhere
It's a
Yeah.
critical fumble.
Yeah.
If you get like a 99 or 100.
No, a regular.
Gotcha. As you head out
It was
into
a
the
60,
night, the three of you gather around your radio in your room and listen in to see what will happen. As the two of you go out, Susanna is sleeping, I will say. Susanna is
We're playing
a bit morphined out. As the two of you head out into the night. The wonderful nightlife of Trieste does not immediately present itself to you as the wind is still blowing worse than ever out here. As you head out into the frigid cold of Trieste, going through old cobblestone streets, you see that there are old... pardon me. Old Roman buildings.
What's the vibe there?
Pardon me. Pardon me.
As old Roman buildings all kind of gather around you, these old towers and churches, as you wander through the streets of Trieste, looking for anything, any sign of a tall tower made of metal to transmit radio signals.
I think as we're walking, I like ask Faye. I say the things that I want to say, and she translates them so that she can speak in Italian and I can speak in Italian only phrases that I've practiced.
On the air. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
As you write down these phrases.
Yes, darling.
Yeah, exactly.
Faye, go and make a spot hidden check for me.
Obsessed with you guys just walking out. Radio station?
The wind.
Yeah, success.
Yeah, just.
A success. Okay.
Where are you gonna get your tattoo?
What?
Where are you gonna get your
I don't know why I thought of
your
that.
one-shot tattoo?
No, I think it's
April 10th.
fantastic.
Yeah. So funny.
As you are traveling,
hold
guarding
that
yourself
wish
against
in.
the wind, we're going to go to a crossroads.
If y'all don't let me on the radio, you're toast.
Crossroads is who catches their eye, a redhead or a businessman? Vote red dash head or vote businessman?
Red dash head.
Red dash head.
Red dash head.
Red dash
Red
head.
Dash head.
Is that how you spell redhead?
No,
Maybe not. How do you spell redhead?
there's no.
I don't think there's a
dash.
dash. I don't think there's a dash.
Well, listen, there can be if you want, if you believe.
There is in this.
I love this music.
Y'all ever been on the radio?
Radio Disney. I
No.
wanted to be on Radio Disney though.
Yeah, everyone did.
Oh, I have been on the radio.
Okay.
Your heart
What was it?
makes when you fast. It looks like we should. Can we sing that?
But I guess it might have been just actually local television.
But like,
Baron being evil.
what do you say?
What do you
He
say?
said, don't give them the businessman. The businessman might know where to find the radio. Luckily, the businessman won. Or maybe not luckily.
I don't know.
I think this is spooky.
I don't trust men.
I know.
But I do trust redheads.
Yes.
As you're going through the streets, having had a little Prosecco, the warmth of that, guarding against the frigid cold of the wind out here, searching for a radio station, you pass by a cafe, dimly lit, with very few people inside, and just one person in the window that you see. You see a man in a nice suit, with a dark mustache and close-cropped hair, reading a newspaper and looking. I say both of you go ahead and make education rolls.
I really thought you were going to be a guest.
Education.
Gonna be a what?
Success.
Okay.
No, I
Failure.
just one.
Success. You recognize that the paper is in Turkish. As you pass by this cafe and see this man, just one person out tonight as you continue your journey into the night. And as you continue,
That's it?
we'll go to another crossroads.
Oh.
If you relayed that information, I think I would actually.
Look, honey, it's an international city. He's reading Turkish.
Well, do you think it could be Salim?
Does he look like an old man?
No.
No. Young man.
A young man, yeah. Crossroads is... Do they find a radio station, yes or no?
Oh.
Come on,
guys.
It's our wedding gift. Yeah, please.
AC during the crossroads, maybe.
AC while the wind noise is on.
Right, literally. When you go from out to in, it's a little warm in
Does
here.
it still smell like sardines in here?
No.
That's good.
It smells like Bodies.
Ass.
I'm glad.
Oh no. Not admitting that on the air.
I'm glad
No,
we
it
got
doesn't
sardines
actually
out here when we did, though. We moved fast on that. If we had left those in here for like half the time,
Oh my, we'd be
That
dead.
would've been around
It
for
would have been
months.
staying here
You
for
guys
weeks.
literally all evacuated.
Yeah.
It was
That was
an
crazy.
evacuation.
Oh my god.
And I'm lucky I don't sit too close to you because I would evacuate with that breath. Just because you ate sardines.
You think it's my fault?
I did kind of want to try one of those little Vienna sausages, but
Well, you
yeah,
should
I'm curious
try.
about Eric's high school memories.
No, we used to have those growing up too in the cabinet.
was a yeah.
Really?
We also used to give them to our dog fairly often.
Huh. All I remember from your cabinet growing up was your chip bin.
Oh yeah,
I was
Baked
always
Lays.
rifling in that chip bin.
You always had chips.
Yeah, we always had chips. Specifically, my mom got really into like the baked. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Of course.
Uh-huh.
I still like baked.
Yeah, I feel like every time you came over, you went for the baked lays.
The baked ruffles,
baked
specifically. I was like digging through the bin, like, where is it? Your mom would be in the next room, like.
As you are, eye
sounds
catches just this man in the window reading newspaper, looking around. There's not many other people out. In that moment is when you see the welcoming warm glow of a door that's open. A red bulb outside, lit up red. And through a window, you can see just a woman in a shirt and tie, the tie kind of loose around her collar, smoking a cigarette with a mug of coffee in front of her, sitting in front of a large metallic microphone device, and looking at this. Sound? And looking at the top of this old building, this sort of retrofitted building, you can see that there is a metallic spire going up into a point at the top.
Bunny, it's the local Trieste radio station.
Oh, gorgeous. There's a woman there.
There's a woman there.
And I go straight up to her and in Italian, so Clayton can't hear. Well, maybe I'll whisper too. I'll say,
You're like outside the glass of the studio. As you go into the door, there's sort of glass around the studio, but you kind of knock on the glass as she looks up to you. You can hear music playing. You can see a record connected to the whole system here that is playing. What do you say?
I'm gonna whisper in her ear. Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, wait, but did we get inside yet?
You are inside the building, and
Oh,
she
okay.
seems to be able to hear you.
I'm hoping to propose tonight.
As you see her eyes go wide, go ahead and make an Italian check.
It does not work. Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, you say like, I'm gonna kill you.
It did not work.
No.
As,
What do you say? Wait,
What do you say? What do you say instead?
The prosec.
What do I say instead?
as the record comes to a scratch and you hear, you do understand picking up the Italian of what she is saying as she looks to you, smiles wide, and gestures for you to come around to the door into the studio area. As you hear her in Italian, you pick up the basic translation, which is, now all you cats out there listening late night here in Trieste, we have something that's never happened before on the air here. We have someone who's going to break up with their partner live on the air. We're going to bring them in right now. Is there something that you have to say to each other?
No. I heard
Come in
that. I
and you're
understood. I
around the
understood.
table by the microphone as the three of you in the hotel room, the music suddenly comes to a scratch and you can hear the sounds of Faye going, no!
I think first thing in the mic I say is,
Hey,
well, it's a good thing that my fiance that my boyfriend doesn't speak Italian.
It's a pleasure.
And
Oh, wait, hold on.
I think I will say, Trieste, thank you for your hospitality, but and thank you for being a city where two loves can find their way together. And in English, I'll say, Clayton,
Yeah?
since the day we met, I knew we were meant to be together. in one way or another. And at one point I thought maybe we'd just be friends with benefits. But then I thought, well, a husband would make me 10 times happier. And so I chose you. And I choose you today and all of your love.
Well, this time in English, Bunny. Well, it's a pleasure.
And
You
then,
said all of that in English.
yes.
As that happens,
Uh-oh,
she
on the
reaches
air.
under into the ice cooler and pops open champagne. She says, "You are single again!" and pours glasses for you and gives them to you, just
She
to you.
misunderstood. And I would like to thank in Italian, no, in English. And I would like to thank my mother and my brother and my sister.
I didn't know she had family.
Happy Trieste, be happy tonight.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Play the music, and the music comes back in.
Kitty girl.
Yeah, kitty girl, it's your world.
To the room.
As it comes in, the music blasts as the champagne is
Wow,
shared
bucket
between
list.
the two of you.
Really?
As the music comes on, all of you have heard, making your way back to the hotel, and as night comes, and you all spend the night
is the
at the
businessman
palace.
still there on our way back?
As you come out and pass, no, the businessman is not there.
Did you hear us?
We did.
We were on
That
the
was
radio.
really something.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly everything that was said in the Italian, but
Yeah.
congratulations
Oh
again.
my goodness. Well,
Faye really trained me in Italian. It was fantastic.
Yes, you sounded marvelous.
Thank you.
It sounded all right to me. Yeah.
Thank you.
unfortunately, she must have misunderstood or something. She thought we were breaking up.
Oh,
But
that's
hell, I'll celebrate any occasion with you.
And it sounded like you guys got free champagne either way. So
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you, thank
Again.
you. Tomorrow we'll get you on.
Well,
So that's like my bucket list personally. But if you want to go back, I'd go with you.
Faye has a secret dream revealed.
Maybe I'll be a disco jockey.
Disco.
really cool.
What is disco? what is disco?
That's actually a great DJ name.
Disco jockey.
Yeah.
Disco jockey.
Disco Jackie.
Disco Jackie,
Disc
wait.
Jackie.
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold
I like
on.
disco
It's
jockey.
really
Yeah, me
good.
too.
I like Disco Jackie.
Okay.
As you all settle
Let
in
me-
for the
let me-
night,
Let me start a business.
night comes. Susanna
Another
does not
one.
waken. She continues to sleep through the night as you all go to sleep.
Kudos for
you're
saying
very
that, Mama,
sweet.
for sibling.
Did somebody say that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Jack Stores.
I loved it.
Kudos.
You
for
all
saying
That mama for
go to
spelling.
sleep here in Trieste.
Oh my God, you guys.
Another day, heal yourself
Dare
a
I
little.
say, yes, dare I say,
night.
you guys,
Health.
you guys aren't gonna like this.
Oh. Okay.
What,
But I
queen?
am itching to get to tomorrow, where it's been a full week and I can finally heal my major wound.
Yes.
I'm trying to stay out of fighting.
You're asking
Today.
for a free day.
I'm trying to do some book reading for a day. I'm trying to
Okay.
go to a cafe and read some books.
I don't think
As
we're
you're
taking it off.
sleeping and can have this conversation in the morning about
Okay.
what you're planning to do with the day, everyone make a power roll.
Whoa.
Power?
Never mind.
Let me step into my power.
I got them. I got
Fail.
them.
Hard success.
That is a hard success.
Fail, can I know the repercussions if I push it?
Can you? Oh, you.
I'm see with this, as you're asleep, I don't think that there's a way to push this.
Okay.
If you fail, or if you push it, what?
I don't think there's a way to push this as you
Okay,
are
okay.
asleep. You have a fail.
Fail.
Fail. Okay. Both of you roll. Each of you roll a d6.
2.
4.
Okay. You lose 4 magic points. Can find
Magic
that
points.
So I lose 2?
on your sheet, and you lose 2 magic points.
Oh.
Magic points. We have not. Where even are those?
Above luck.
Huh?
So.
Oh shit.
Huh?
As
Huh.
morning comes. And maybe it's the Prosecco, maybe it's the late nights out, the excitement of the radio. But as morning comes, everyone wakes up feeling rather fresh and ready for the day, except Faye and Clayton. As you wake up, you can't help but feel tired and a bit washed out, a bit like your sight is taking a while to come to you. As you wake up, Faye, you are woken up by a coughing fit from Clayton.
Oh, golly, Clayton.
Oh, shoot.
Are you all right?
Well, I don't know. I feel a little lackluster this morning, but
Me too. Maybe it was the cheap radio Prosecco.
perhaps, or maybe we were out in the
Cold.
Bora for a long time, so maybe it was that.
I feel drained.
Me too. But I guess we're lucky
More
it's
than
not
a
our
6
blood.
o'clock gin and tonic and 6:15 lemon drop and 8:30 Prosecco would
Combo.
normally do.
Yes.
Strange.
Now, I don't know. Maybe we take it easy today.
Maybe we just sit in the hotel all day.
In order to heal up.
Well, I don't know about all that. I think we gotta see some things.
No, you're right,
Not
of
to get to
course.
the museums.
You're right, of course.
Yeah, we're on a mission here, Clayton.
Of course. Of course.
Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog. That's right.
We're getting drunky. Like we're tripping on an alcoholic scale.
It's 1924.
And it was our
And we can't do this. in
it was our
America.
proposal
Yeah.
night.
Right.
No.
We're not like this every night.
You're right.
Bloody
Well-
Mary in the morning. Not crazy.
6 p.m. gin, neat.
6:15 lemon drop.
Someone draws 6:30 pina colada.
I forgot about that one. Pina colada.
All of you
Should we go wake up the others?
gather in the lobby, and everyone wakens, and you all gather in the grand suites to decide on where to go to start your day.
My
Susanna
mind is
with
in the
us?
grand suite.
Susanna wakes up and is having some espresso and just kind of in her robe. She comes out of the bedroom. I'd just like to apologize for yesterday. I don't
Oh,
have
honey,
much of a
no.
memory of it, but
We
the
apologize.
last thing I remember is being on the floor of your compartment. That's not like me. I'm so sorry to all of you.
No, honey.
Please don't apologize. We owe you an apology. We shouldn't have pushed you that hard. I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd come out here apologizing. I thought you'd come out here being upset. It's really all right.
I just want. I'm not used to feeling this unsafe, and I want to be with you all because you make me feel safe, but I don't want to endanger you at all.
Oh, you're not endangering us, honey, and it would be wrong to tell you that we weren't endangering you. But I know you've got only one real person left in your life, and so if that's a risk you're willing to take, we'll take you along with us.
Thank you.
But you should be prepared. You'll see a lot stranger things in front of your own eyes than looking back in your head, even.
I'll go get dressed. And she goes into the bedroom.
You
The
have the
parts-
option to stay here. You're fully protected.
Perhaps I'll rest up for one more day, and then I'll join you.
Do you need to?
Clayton,
we
would
should
you
think
like
about-
to rest with her as well? You could keep
You know what
her
I'm
company.
feeling? I'm feeling a little tired, maybe I will.
Everyone who needs to rest, raise your hand.
No, I'll join you. But I don't feel like getting into trouble today. But
Perhaps we should send a medic to check.
Outside and find the security guard.
You step out, and there's this large man waiting outside.
Hello.
I see.
I am your boss.
In English.
You see him take a deep swallow, close his eyes, and I understand.
Is there an issue?
No, not at all. I am here to help.
Yes, and I want you to know that your duty is a noble one. You're protecting precious cargo.
I will keep that in mind.
I would like you to do two things.
Of course.
For me. I would like you to find another, at least call down for a medic to help my friend who is a little under the weather.
Yes.
And I would like you to bring one of your compatriots here to watch the door with you, maybe from inside.
Okay. If that is your wish, then I will have it done.
I said that, didn't I? So it is my wish.
I will be right on
Thank
it.
you.
And he goes down the hall and goes to get another security guard.
Nobody listens to the words
Susanna's
I say.
getting dressed. The five of you. What's your plan for the day? To begin the day.
What is the plan? You guys want to go to the library?
Yeah. Oh,
I actually do.
At the museum. I
know
thought of the museum. Why did you want to visit the library? Just want to sit around and have a little read?
I know. I've been, I've been saying that I'm tired, but I actually, it's a genuine concern. I think. I know you've probably hired amazing people, but every guard and security person we met in Venice was corrupt. I'm a little scared to leave Susanna here by herself. Actually, not just because I think rest would be good for me, but I
So you're
I
saying
genuinely think
you'd
there's
like to
a
stay here?
possibility she might not be safe, regardless.
Are there, like, have we seen, like, is it black shirts they're called?
Last night coming into town, you didn't see any, and you haven't seen any in the hotel this morning.
What do we know about the political climate of Trieste?
Trieste is in Italy, and you know that the political climate of Italy is such that Benito Mussolini is the prime minister.
Like anything particular about kind of Trieste?
Trieste, make a history check.
Hard success.
Hard success. Trieste is an ancient city. It was dates back to Roman times and even back before that. But it's gone kind of back and forth as it is like right on the Italian border. It's gone back and forth between the Austro-Hungarian Empire. You would know that there are Italians here as well as Slovenians, Austrian, German, all sorts. This is a little bit of a melting pot, but there's been in recent years a big surge of Italian nationalism, which is such that like street signs are being taken down that were in Austrian before and are being put up in Italian. Things are being renamed in Italian. That sort of hard right nationalism is here as well as other places in Italy.
My plan is to stay for what it's worth. I not a lot of help at a museum or a library anyway, and took a pretty big hit last night, and agree that I don't want to leave Susanna alone, not even just for her well-being, even if she isn't in danger from anyone else. Just don't want to be alone. But I feel okay if you guys go.
All right.
Well, I wonder, what?
We shouldn't all just sleep the day away.
No, I think it would be helpful, especially if I'm no good at a library either, really. And if you three maybe want to go to the library, and
Well,
I also can
forgive
leave
me,
you alone. with
again,
Susanna.
why the library? Why not the museum?
Oh, I'm sorry. I really meant the museum.
Oh, right. Then yes.
well, two ladies in boat to the museum.
It'll be my bachelorette party.
Oh yes,
how
we should
splendid.
something or a little.
Dick necklaces.
Yes,
Dick straws.
dick straws.
Phallic straws.
Necklaces.
Yeah.
Money.
Money.
I would like money.
Compensation now.
Iconic.
So
I gotta see her in the Hunger Games arena.
I really do.
The thing is that
saying.
if you guys, everybody watching, you have to watch couples D&D because the character that I brought, I really want to bring up.
Yeah.
guys-
Anchovy Mountain. It's a
Anchovy
Hunger
Mountain.
Games.
is one of my favorite
First
Jordan
year.
characters.
That'll be out on Sunday.
I'll be out on Sunday.
Sunday,
D&D.
So we have Faye, Lady Vera, and Bert are going out to the Museo de Storia e Arte that you are heading to.
We're gonna go to both if we can.
Gotcha. Pretty close to here is the Museo di Storia e
Yeah.
Arte, which is attached to the Giardino.
Whatever you say. We'll
Great.
be there.
If we're going outside.
Yeah, as you head out, leaving Clayton
Bye,
and
honey. Enjoy your bachelor party.
June
Don't
and
do
Susanna.
anything with the girls.
Okay, I won't.
Just kidding, you can if you want.
No,
I don't care.
Don't see it coming up.
I think instead, I think I will spend the whole day trying to maybe make a false back for this base case.
Oh, very interesting.
Just to make sure if anyone checks it, I'm like, I have this case for my
You guys
base
can use
for-
arts, crafts, and mechanical engineering, but we're gonna follow Faye, Vera, and Bert out the door, and as you head outside, you head towards the museum.
There's
Whoa.
I heard there's horse carriages.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we get a horse carriage, please?
Is the concierge the front?
It's a bachelorette
of
party.
Of course, madam. A bachelorette party, is that right?
Yes. A hen
Hindu.
party. A Hindu, yes.
a Hindu.
We'll have some prosecco. He pulls out a bottle of prosecco and hands it to you.
Okay.
Just one.
Of course, another, and pulls out another bottle of prosecco and hands
Two might not fit the bill.
have another bottle of prosecco. And
you.
horse carriage comes up as they whistle for it, and it pulls up in front, and you're able to get in.
I slip the
and
concierge some change.
Slip some change.
chips.
Nice. With a gracious bow, the horse carriage clip clops down the street towards close to the museum, the
clap.
Museo di Storia
Clippity-clap.
e Arte.
Clip, clap.
Clippity clap.
As
Clip
you
clip clop.
Clippity clap.
Clip clip clap.
arrive.
Clippity clap.
Clip, clip, clap.
Clip,
Clippity clap.
clip, clap,
Clap.
Clippity clap.
clip, clap,
Clip, clap. Clippity clap.
clip, clap.
As you arrive
Hey, clip
in the
clap.
Via della Cattedrale, near the top of a steep hill adjacent to the Cattedrale, this cathedral, this towering building.
Bumping it up in my head.
Close to the medieval castello, these old buildings here, and you find beautiful banners with artwork advertising the Museo di Storia e Arte, this history and art museum here in the middle of Trieste. And with some chunk change to enter, you find yourselves in a beautiful collection of Egyptian, Greek, and Roman artifacts. As you walk around and see all sorts of different sculptures, pieces of art, different also artifacts of daily life from these different civilizations. It's quiet in here, although there are a few people here. As you walk about, you find that most of these things have come from private donation, but the museum is at your disposal. What are you doing?
I think I would go up to an attendant and ask in Italian, I guess, or in English if they speak English.
Excuse me.
You see,
We're looking for any information about Johann
Winkelmann, or just any sort of your reference books.
Johann Winkelmann, out in garden.
Oh, thank
In the
you.
garden.
Grazie.
Oh, so we went to
Yes,
Of course.
that's you.
I guess we went to the right.
What if it's right there?
Yeah.
The wagon and all
Oh,
Oh, a museum heist.
museum.
As
If
you
that's the red party, yeah.
walk
Oh
through
my God.
the museum and find your way to
That's what I want my bachelorette
these
party to be.
beautiful
Museum
Of
heist.
museum heist.
beautiful glass doors that lead outside to the Giardino Lapidorio, this adjacent museum, this outdoor museum of antiquity that, as you walk out into, you are met once again with the howling wind. But as you walk out, you find a terraced garden containing antiquities from labeled to be from Trieste and Aquileia, these Roman cities. All of you go ahead and make history checks.
Fail.
Okay.
It's up to you, girl.
A hard success.
Hard success. Trieste is the Roman name for the Roman city which stood here.
What did you say?
Tergeste, Tergeste. That refers to Trieste, but referring to it in the Roman time. As you come out here, it's a bit of a wintry mix coming down from the sky as the wind still howls at you. And what would otherwise be a charming place, this terrace garden, is instead almost unbearable, given the freezing wind that is roaring between statues and pillars, these various sculptures from these times. And we're going to go to a crossroads here.
Go into a crossroads.
The crossroads is...
Crossroads, baby, you feel me.
Who sees whom first? They see him, vote they, or he sees them, vote he.
Who?
This is
Who the
kind of
bee?
what my guess was.
It is...
My guess was
yeah.
that they see it.
Do they see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that what you were going for?
Mama.
Mama,
Mama,
this one
Mama,
I didn't
this
add
is-
in after the fact. You just got that
What's
right.
the next one? Mama, this is garbage.
Mama, that's
Mama, this is clocked.
Mama is clocked.
Mama, this
is-
is human. 40-inch.
Looking at the Sedefkar Simulacrum.
Penis
Mama, this is human.
Crossroads. Crossroads. Crossroads.
And what?
Right.
You didn't do it.
It's giving he.
I mean, I'm really bad.
Clip, clap, clippity clap. You have like
I'm harmonically challenged, I say.
harmonies are so hard.
I've always, I
I'm
need
always
it to be
amazed by people who
plunked out.
like Hannah can listen to the radio and like no matter what song she's doing, she just like hops into the harmony.
I really can't do that.
It's impressive.
Insane.
Who sees whom first? The killers chose he sees them. And so as the three of you huddle against the cold wind blowing out here in the garden amidst pillars and sculptures, statues in this garden, he sees you. And I'll describe what he sees to him, if he would like to come into the room right now.
I knew it! I knew it!
I didn't know it.
Please welcome all the Mary Lees back to the table. Abby!
I had a hunch.
Well, we all had 100 because you came after. I was like, well, that needs to be unplugged.
Oh wait, I
was
need
like,
to switch.
No.
To
No.
And I was like,
You didn't have
Abby,
behind the couch.
Abby, thank you for the patience.
Really?
Oh,
What?
Terrifying.
Wait, what?
So
You're
scary.
joking.
That's awesome. When I was petting Melody,
Oh my
You
god.
saw me.
You got
I walked to my side.
That would have been the scariest shit ever.
I was right at the door. I had my handle. My door was like on the handle, and I said,
She went,
"Melody."
no, before that, she went, and I went, oh no, she saw me.
Oh
No, just
wait, that's giving.
Melody. And I was
giving the
like,
clock
oh,
tower.
You
What a
had
sweet
been
moment to
over
see
there
someone
petting
go
Melody,
off.
and then you just see like a leg sticking out. That would have been
That would have
so
been
scary.
so goddamn
And less
scary.
headroom.
Abby, thanks for being here. Yay!
Yeah, come over here.
Yes, Abby was hiding here for 2 hours.
That's
I know. Thank you for your patience, Abby.
You're welcome. I'm all good.
Yeah, Abby,
all
as
good.
close
Okay.
as you can to the mic.
We're playing with the mics being
Whatever.
very
Got it,
close.
got
They're
it.
saying
Yeah.
this is making it sound really good, which is
Yeah.
great.
So-
Interestingly, now I'm not in the frame, but I was in the frame before.
Oh,
Oh,
That's why I
you
moved
can move
there.
over there and just move the mic towards
Okay.
you too. Yeah,
totally.
Kaboom.
make it work for
I
you.
can
She
also-
moves.
Make sure you
She
have
moves.
that table though.
Let me
Yeah, you can like be rough with it.
Be rough with it.
check this out.
How's that?
Perfect.
Perf.
Oh,
And
should
we'll switch
lower it
perspectives a little bit here. Abby, what your character sees is One young woman in a coat and a stylish dress. Oh, it does like drift.
I know, it scoots these scoots.
And it's too zoomed out. You can see Jordan.
They don't see me yet?
They don't see you yet. We'll give this one moment just to give you your full due.
Hey.
And up.
How you doing?
Great.
Yeah.
So happy that you're here, Robbie. I can't believe you're behind the couch. That's amazing.
So,
you see a young woman in a coat and a stylish dress with a close cut bob haircut in the style of the day. You see an older woman, extremely well-to-do, with fine designer clothing on and a hat on her head. And you see Bert Flynn. And
That's such a shame.
this is crazy.
That's perfect.
That's just ignore me.
It's perfect.
Really
Elbow grease.
And as you are in this garden, outdoor garden with the wind, icy wind blowing amidst these statues, you see these three figures. Hold on. You see these three figures, and what do you do?
You just hear a voice behind you say, "Well, I'll be damned."
The voice cuts through the wind as the three of you turn around. And Abby, if you would like to describe what they see when they see you.
See a man, tall, thin, an older gentleman, looks to be around late 40s, early 50s. Beard, dark beard with a tinge of gray around his temples and in his beard. He's wearing a his face is tan and worn, and he's wearing it's wavy hair, and he's wearing a white button-down shirt, open at the top with a dark trench coat. And he looks right at you, and I say, "You're Robert Flynn."
Whoa.
I Who's asking?
Answers really do come when you call for them.
Do I recognize this man?
You do not.
Sorry.
My name's Solomon Fry. I spoke to your mother, Carmela.
You spoke to my mother.
She seems to think your sister's gonna come home any day now. Walk right back out. Say she misses the family, beautiful husband, children in tow. What do you think, Mr. Flynn?
Perhaps we could go talk to. We could somewhere else.
Of course.
All of you make a spot hidden check for me right now.
What color's your wavy hair?
What is it? Is my picture up there? It's like, this is what I look like.
It's
Here.
pretty gray, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I got a picture for you.
Yeah, I want a picture.
That's not it.
No, keep it moving.
Okay, can I push it?
Yeah, what are you going to do to push it?
Pull out my little opera glasses.
Absolutely, pulling out your guys' total.
Yeah, I'm gonna push
Go for
it too. And I'm just gonna.
That's an extreme success.
An extreme success.
I also got an extreme success.
Oh shit, dude.
Really close to what I was
Hi,
thinking.
sir.
started
Hi. Hi, salt and pepper.
Oh, literally.
Shoop daddoo.
Boo! Okay. With extreme success.
Do you want any drink?
As this man is approaching and speaking to Bert, but both of you look around, and there are a multitude of statues here, but you do see movement at one end of this garden. Movement within this tall replica of a Roman temple on one side of the garden, sheltered by trees which bow before the icy wind. And you see some movement within this replica of a temple. And it does seem to be the only place within this garden that would offer any shelter from the wind. You get that with an extreme success.
Well, let's hurry in this temple over here.
Yes, and let's make introductions quickly.
Right.
Come on, Bert.
Yes.
Lead the way.
Okay, I'll pull Vera by the arm and be like,
Oh, he is so your type.
I am married. I
Oh,
don't know what
hardly.
you're
Your
saying.
husband's dead.
Well, he hasn't been... Yes.
Yes.
Yes. While we're on vacation, I am a widower, so, all's game.
Hey, it's not ever too late or too old to be a free spirit.
Are you talking about your freaky little cult that you gallivant around Europe in?
If that's what you'd like to call us, or if that's what you'd like to call yourself, then so be it. Anyway,
Sodom and Gomorrah burned for a reason. But let's just say I wouldn't be opposed to some tomfoolery with some toms who are foolery.
Are you guys being like quiet?
Yeah, where are you? What are you?
We're just whispering to each other.
whispering ahead of them because Bert and
Where are you heading?
Bert are talking together at the back. We're gonna give him a moment.
Where are you
We're
heading
walking
right
toward the temple.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, I don't think we're speaking that quietly.
as
Yeah, can I see if I hear?
you can both make listen checks to see if you hear.
Oh, do you have my sheet, Eric?
Oh yeah, I do.
Thank you.
We got a real cowboy over here.
Bless you.
I hear. I hear.
You hear. As you hear the sound over the winds
Yes, and
of Vera and
get
Faye's
below it.
conversation, Solomon and Bert, you walk together following the two of them.
83.
You walk together following them towards this Roman temple sort of fabrication,
All right.
walking side by side.
Weather like this sometimes makes me feel a rightness when the darkness is in synchronicity with the heavens.
Right. Forgive me. Who are you?
Of course, I know you. You don't know me.
No, I don't.
Solomon Fry is my name. Where do I start? I was a detective for the police force in Rhode Island. Things were looking up. I was good at my job. And then, around about 14 years ago, I got called onto a case of particularly horrific murder. A series of brutal killings strewn across a farming complex outside a small town in Rhode Island. And
Farming? Is that what you said?
farming complex, yeah, that's right. And I mean, the killings were one thing. People strung up, women, children, body parts strewn across the yard, barn. But it was the other things that I couldn't forget. The darkness that you don't want to speak about except to yourself in your dreams. Writings, symbols.
How do you know my mother?
Well, eventually, I'll make this short. Well, let's just say the police force thought it was a open shut case. Backwards people in backwoods area, but I couldn't let it go. And my search, I found that there were a lot more disappearances in New England than I had realized. Most of them cold cases, you know that. And the cold cases were just the tip of the iceberg. These disappearances turned out they were underreported. So, I heard about a little girl. Walked away from her family in Arkham County 14 years ago. Walked out into the forest. Never seen again. Took me a while to track down that family. Your mother, well, like I said, she seems like she's in a bit of denial. Didn't want to talk to me, but I did pick up a copy of this wonderful book. It sometimes, when I read it, seems more real than the world I live in. You're a wonderful writer, Mr. Flynn.
Thank you. If you don't mind me asking, why are you here?
Well, turned out this cult, they were calling it, on the farm, well, it's not an isolated incident. You probably suspect that. Turns out these people, they worship the darkness and, well, they're immigrants just like us. They come from the old world. So I found my way to Europe, poring over the oldest texts in the oldest libraries. And, every once in a while, I found a scrap of paper in a book, a little note. I started putting them all together, and, well, there's some disturbing things. You ever heard of the Wind Walker?
Can I make an occult check over here?
You can make an occult check, yeah.
I'm gonna push it. I like kind of go just see if that rings any familiar bell, and then I like close my eyes, and similar to kind of Susanna on the train earlier, like really try and dig into my memories of that particular time and place and the things I was looking into and researching at the time.
Great.
You traveling alone, Mr. Flynn?
I fail.
Fail. As you're searching deep within your mind, searching for the Wind Walker, whatever this means, you see her face more vividly than you've seen it in years and years. You thought you'd forgotten what it looked like, as vision of the face of Aurora flashes in your minds, and tears begin falling out of your eyes before you know it, just as, breaking the strange silence that has clouded your brain in this moment, you hear you traveling alone, and that question resonates through years of your life. Years without your family.
Forgive me. I've been awfully rude.
No, I'm the rude one.
My companions, this is Faye Sheffman, and this is Lady Vera.
How'd you do?
Excuse me.
Hello.
I'm the one who's been rude, Mr. Flynn. I can't imagine how painful that must have been.
It was a long time ago.
Feels like yesterday to me, so maybe it does for you too.
Faye, Vera, Lady. This is Solomon Fry, Mr. Fry. He is also in Europe on a bit of a research mission.
Yes, there's of course more to discuss here. Long story short, I believe that this, I believe that the Lego are Well, they originated here what I found is they originated in a city called Trieste, but turns
that's
out
here.
that's here.
So all of you gather at the front of this recreation, all of you looking at this gray-haired man and Bert looking into his eyes. All of you go ahead and make a spot hidden check.
Nice.
That's a success.
That's an extreme success.
That's probably a failure, but where's that?
Spot.
Oh, it's S.
Hidden.
That's a fail.
You can. Eric probably explained this to you, but you can push it,
Okay.
which is
Oh, yeah.
like
No, don't assume I know the rules.
I
but I didn't
know.
know that.
Yeah.
you can re-roll it. You have to describe like what you're doing differently to like push it, and then if you fail a push roll, you have some sort of consequence.
All right. I think I'm distracted.
As
I got an extreme success. Don't forget.
extreme success, right?
Yes.
Solomon, you introduce yourself and look at the image of this man that you recognize, this man from the dust jacket of the book. And you feel the connections, you feel the threads connecting. As your mind lights up with these connections, the three of you feel a sudden queasiness, and then it passes. As you look up next to this this Roman temple style building, you see that there is a frieze, this sculpted image along the top of this structure, where even just merely looking at it for a moment, the proportions of it sort of turn your stomach a little bit. As the wind is howling and some snow and rain coming down, regular success. You look up and you just see these strange gravity that's depicted in this image sets you off. But Bert, looking at it, you focus, wiping your glasses for a moment, and you see what it's depicting in detail. You see this frieze depicting a group of humans making offerings to a group of animal spirits, and the animals appear to be reptilian in nature. Strangely, like a classical Chinese depiction of a dragon, but sort of stockier with strangely proportioned heads. As you look with an extreme success, the human figures appear quite worn. Some of them missing limbs or with limbs eroded to weird shapes with the passage of time. A carving into the structure. The humans seem worn down with their limbs either missing or worn down by time, weirdly shaped. But the reptilian figures are well preserved, almost like they could have been carved yesterday. And as you're looking, you once again see, and this time hear, all of you, this sounds from within this structure.
Whoa.
I'm gonna look for that.
Going into the structure. Ooh. As you walk into this archway.
Hold up. That's them. It's gotta be. That's the Legor.
Legor.
Am I saying that right?
You say it however Solomon says it.
Pardon. Please elaborate before I step forward.
Those creatures. Those vaguely dragon-like creatures. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that those are the Legor. Ancient beings worshipped by these cults. They say they come from another world. Are you familiar with the works of Immanuel Kant?
No, I just Emily Dickinson is kind of all I read.
I see. Well, he had a theory about, that there were multiple galaxies that, this place where we live, it's not the only one. And according to what I've recently found, that may be true. These beings, the Legor, they're supposed to come from another nebula. Something.
Yes, well, after all we've seen on this journey, I don't entirely disbelieve you, so...
I start looking around to, like, just if there's anything that guy said in the garden, we might see some of. If there's anything with the Johann Winkelmann, any kind of signs or...
Yeah, as you look around this garden, Lady Vera... Oh, no!
I got scared.
Lady Vera is... give this word with the experience of your travels and walk through the threshold here under the archway into the darkness here.
I guess I just don't think you should go alone, and I'll come up behind you.
Okay.
With Solomon falling behind, you both find that the temple is windowless, and it takes a few seconds for the eyes to adjust. As they do, though, you see a figure turn in the corner, and you look, and as your eyes adjust, as you feel your heart pound in your chest, you see a cat curled up on a corner.
Mother of all that is good.
A little cat named Melody sitting on its butt.
We'll drop a pic in the Discord so you can imagine.
Yeah. You see a cat curled up in the corner, and as your eyes adjust, Solomon and Lady Vera, you see at the far wall from the entrance a sarcophagus resting on a marble base. Atop the sarcophagus is a reclining figure, winged, and holding a medallion with the image of a man's head in profile. This statue atop the sarcophagus. And on the side of the sarcophagus is an inscription in Latin. Ioani Winkelmano VIII, and then in addition, a great many letters in Latin numerals.
Wait, say that first part again?
Ioani, Ioanni. Second word, Winkelmano, Winkelmanno.
It's a great name, Winkelmano.
VIII, and then I'll just read you the rest. IVNADMDCCLXVIII. I don't expect you to write all that down.
Yeah, sure.
But no one here has Latin, is that correct?
Yes.
I mean, I'm getting from the letters that this is
I mean, that's...
that
you can sound it
Winkelmano
out.
could be Winkelmann.
Yeah.
I'm following into behind Lady Vera and Solomon.
Yeah, same.
As you see this inscription on the sarcophagus, this Latin inscription, Ioani Winkelmano. With that, we're going to cut away from all of you.
Guys are just having a little spa day.
Yeah.
Back to you. What are you doing with your day?
I rolled an extreme success on the mechanical repair of the
To create a false door in the back of the base case.
base case.
So
yes.
smart, you guys.
Incredible.
So we
You
will-
managed to,
bachelor party.
throughout the day. I would say that with an extreme success, it doesn't take as long as you would think it would. It's by early afternoon you've finished this project. It hasn't taken all day. By early afternoon, you've constructed this.
Fantastic.
After, like,
sort of
5
using
failed
spare
backpack
parts from
attempts.
within
Yeah,
it,
for real,
taking
immediately.
out sort of things that are in there to support the base that you don't need because it's not the shape of a base. You kind of take out that extra material and are able to construct, paint, and use it to create this false door on the back of the base case.
This is amazing. A lot easier.
Largely in part to you. I mean, this
Thank
is
you.
fantastic.
It's your idea, though.
Yeah.
A lot easier to explain an empty base case than a base case with a bunch of
A
random
bunch of
lips
arms in it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's true.
Too bad we gave the base away.
Too bad.
I'm not there.
Literally.
God?
While we're talking, while we're having that conversation, I want to try to pickpocket him.
Go for it. Yeah. As
I'm
you're
just
having this
trying to get
conversation,
better
sort
at
of taking a walk around the base case, looking at it.
at
Clayton,
pickpocketing.
you feel a sweaty hands just go into your pocket.
Sorry. Okay.
I suppose you want me to tell you when it's obvious that you're trying to pickpocket me?
Please. If it's... I'm trying to get better at pickpocketing. He said, I suppose you want me to tell you when it's obvious? Yeah, so it was really obvious? You knew right away?
It was, well, it was, I saw a sweaty hand.
You saw. Oh,
Yeah, no,
shoot. Then that's real bad.
Full
Yeah.
vision,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So maybe I come up from behind next time. Maybe coming from front on. Okay.
I thought it was a handshake for a second. But no.
No. Okay, so I'll cross that off the way to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Stupid.
As you're having this conversation, talking to each other, Susanna kind of approaches and I believe this is yours, and hands you your wallet.
Nice.
Thought I'd give it a try.
Oh my god.
She rolled a 3 on her sleight of hands.
Whoa.
Slay Diva.
Susanna.
I don't know whether to be excited for you or
Sorry, I feel like I'm
scared.
just waking up,
know.
and I just wanted to. I don't know. It looked fun when you did it.
Now I know your tutor did not teach you that. Where did you learn how to do that?
Tutor taught me in ways that he didn't realize. You know.
Your tutor.
Tutor.
Yeah, I thought it was for a person's name.
Tutor.
I know.
You seen your
Did
tuna.
not.
Your tuna.
Master Yatuda.
Yatuda.
He sounds like a
Big tuna.
sensei.
I would steal his pens, is what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Okay, well I got a lot to learn about you yet.
Do you guys want any more espresso? I might go down and grab some if you want.
Careful. I get so nervous whenever
know,
she goes
I was-
anywhere. I'm like,
I mean, we could all go. I can do some espresso, yeah.
Yeah, I could as well.
Sure.
Let's go.
Great, sounds good. And as she turns towards the door, all of you getting up to go, all of you hear a heavy thump outside of the door in the hallway, and we're going to cut back
Oh God.
away
No.
from the two
Oh
of
my
you.
God! Someone's trying to break in.
Someone just killed her bodyguard.
And we're going to go back to
We just got promoted to bodyguard.
sarcophagus.
oh my god.
You set another trap for yourself. You sardined yourself again.
As we go back to the four of you looking at this sarcophagus in this strange Roman mausoleum in this garden, the
You
wind
said-
howling outside.
You said there's a medallion, or the figure is
There's
holding a
a
medallion?
on top of the sarcophagus. So there's the lid to it, and combined with the lid is a statue of a small winged figure holding a medallion, and on the side of the medallion is a man's face and profile.
When I get closer to that medallion, does
Yeah.
it look at all like the medallion thing that was on?
The box.
As you look at it, it does not look similar to that. Anyone can make an archaeology roll if you'd like.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
1%.
yeah, 1%. 91.
Well, enough. I rolled low, but not that low.
You could.
No one's
No
an
dice.
archaeologist?
Would you have any left?
No dice.
Go into debt.
The four of you take it all in. You memorize the details of it, but nothing pops up. Nothing sparks in your brain. Anything that you would deduce from what you're looking at, besides what you have deduced based on the name that is carved into the side here.
Well, I think we found a figure that we were looking for.
Yes.
Shall we?
Shall we what?
I
Want
kind
to
of.
help me, Mr. Flynn? And I go to open it.
I quickly step out of the temple and do a quick sweep.
Peeking out, the wind screams
Remember what
past
happened
you.
to us the last temple we tried to desecrate?
Want to help me, Mr.
Go ahead and make a spot hidden check. Is that what you're doing? Is you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Go
if
ahead and make a
there's
spot
like
hidden check.
a docent around.
I will
And
assist.
all the winds on, maybe.
All right.
Wind's on. The wind is
Sorry, it's just like
29.
It's really hot.
it's
Oh,
hard,
so
yeah.
success. I succeeded.
The wind howling. With the success,
It actually works better when...
Well,
with the success, Bert, There's no one else in this garden. It's no one else is braving the cold out here.
Feel the what?
I say,
I know you need a crossbreed.
For me to sit here and listen to
all right, let's do it. Roll up my
Go.
sleeves.
Yes, I will help as well.
try
I'll
to
pull out
open
my rifle just to use as a prop.
Well,
He's using it with to
yeah,
let.
does it
let-
like feel like it's gonna be easy to open or hard to open? Is it like is there anything
as you
connected
begin to
somehow?
kind of size it out, it feels incredibly heavy, but it does jostle a little bit.
All right, yeah, let's try to open it. Right.
Great. We can do whoever has the highest strength can roll with 2 bonus die.
45.
I'm 65.
60.
Yeah, you.
2 bonuses. What is a bonus? But again,
So you get to
multiple add
learning
D10.
the system. You get to roll D100, and then you roll the tens amounts
Alright.
2 more times, and you take the lowest of that.
So the D100, but without the 10
You
first.
roll that one twice.
Oh, I just rolled the
It's
10
like
twice.
Yeah, you
rolling
keep
the
the ones
bandage,
out.
basically.
All right, yeah. So
nice.
26,
You don't even need it,
29.
No.
no.
Now you roll the.
This one.
Just
So
the
you'll
20.
keep the 9, and then you find roll that one
Oh,
again.
to see. 29 or 50, yeah, 29.
And again.
Incredible.
Oh, and
yeah,
again,
2 bonus
Two
die,
bonus,
yeah.
29.
With the help.
Hard success.
Although all of you
Yeah.
gather the reality behind Salomon's history that he has laid out before you, his time as an investigator, as you feel him lift up this lid and slide it across. And you look inside,
Yeah.
and you find bones,
Yeah.
dust, the remains of a long dead person.
Oh,
Do I
God.
get any
PU.
sense of like?
seriously.
Is there kind of like any energy around it that's similar to any of the limbs we've collected?
Looking in, I'll just tell you, no.
Based on
Back
sort of
on.
what I've been looking for, is there? Do I see? I don't really. Am I like? No, this isn't what I was.
Looking in,
Well, look. I'll look inside under the lid as well.
peeking in under the lid. There's nothing out of the ordinary in this part.
All right.
Can I feel around for like a false back?
Yeah, you reach your hand in, feel around in it. You don't find any false anything. So you feel that you have fully searched this and found a body inside, long dead.
Look around and sort of just inspect the inside of this.
Hidden check. It's when you turn back around to the other side here that you see that there is a sort of stone cabinet case with dusted glass over the top of it. This little display case in here. And approaching it, the 4 of you see inside a little bit moth-eaten but largely preserved a case of medallions. You see 2 rows, 1 row of 4 medallions and 1 row of 3 medallions. The medallions, you can only see one side of them, but you can see that they are carved with images of historical events. You can see the siege of Troy. You can see the image of, profile image of Socrates. Just this collection here. And below it, carved in, you can see donated to the museum by the Termina family. The Termina family. Go ahead, all of you make spot hidden checks as well.
Success.
Fail.
Hard success.
Termina?
Termina, Termona. Lady Vera, success.
Hard success.
Hard success.
Failure.
Failure. Lady Vera and Salman, as you're looking in this case, you see that the case that's under the glass does seem to be old. The case itself seems to be perhaps what was used however many years ago to carry these medallions in. You can see the 4 across the top, 3 medallions in the bottom, and 2 of you see a slight indentation where there should be an 8th medallion in this case. And
So that medallion come off?
Well, there's only one way to try.
Try to twist it first off
The-
of the
the med-
sarcophagus lid.
Going over to the statue as you tug at this medallion. Doesn't take long to realize this is just a carved statue. This is not a medallion.
You ever seen any medallion like this before? Oh, we all. That was an archaeology thing, right? You already answered that question.
Yeah, but do you tell us about this medallion indentation?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Wait, so it's like
Oh,
they're
yeah,
all-
for sure.
There should have been
There's
like
one missing.
There's one missing.
Well, maybe we could put this.
No, we already asked about that.
That is-
I've been in my own world.
That is the image that is carved into the box. It's not a medallion or like its
Yeah.
own separate thing.
We could well, firstly, put back the sarcophagus together.
That's probably
And then
right.
ask a docent what happened to this piece.
Right.
Of course, you'd be curious.
Good place to start.
Indeed.
Why not?
Okay, well, let's put it back on just the way it was.
All right, on three.
We break it.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Go ahead and at this point, go ahead and all of you make a strength check.
Ooh,
Success.
another
Fail.
hard success.
Okay. One success and one hard success. That'll do it so that you are, even though there is a wobbly moment where Lady Vera and Bert nearly send it too far over the edge, crashing down before you correct and feel it slide down and regain its place atop the sarcophagus.
All right. Well, let's go
Overexcited.
ask for some help, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Walking out across the garden back to the museum, you flag down the curator that you were talking to earlier.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. We had a question about. I don't know if there's anyone particularly knowledgeable about things in the garden. Perhaps we could ask them.
I am the curator. You may ask me.
Oh well, there are in the temple, the tomb.
Let's move this.
There are some medallions.
Yes.
Yes, and I couldn't help but notice that one of them was missing.
Yes, never found. This was mid 18th century. This medallion was not a part of the collection when it was donated by the Terminas.
The
Yes.
Terminus.
Yes.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I think we're on the same page. Are these Terminers, do they live in town?
This was donated years ago by Giovanni Termina, but they are a family of scholars, very reputable, and Antonio is a living descendant. He lives just very close to here.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Can you tell us anything about Mr. Winkelmono?
He's father of modern archaeology.
Oh,
very much so.
A very important man, yes?
Well,
that's fascinating.
Yes,
Did he build a lot of the structures around Trieste?
Archaeology, not architecture.
Right,
But
right.
no, easy
I'm a little
mistake to make.
flummoxed. You said archaeology, as in the fossils.
He did not build things around here or excavate. He was he was a scholar of
The dinosaurs.
many
He built the dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
who killed them?
Of Roman antiquity, a fair expert on that. But no, he did not work around here very much. But he was killed here in mid 18th century. It's a murderer looking for. In fact, they say that they were looking for his collection of medallions.
Whoa.
Do you know?
Really?
I'm writing a bit of a book on.
Very cool, very interesting.
Well, it's a mixture of architecture and archaeology. And
I see.
how the
I
two mix. Do you know more about how he was killed, or
He was killed by someone who is trying to help him. I believe that, if my memory serves, he had come to Trieste on some archaeological business, as one does when one is a famous archaeologist. He was carrying with him some important items, and it seems that there was a betrayal of some sort.
And this was
He was killed at a hotel here in the city.
Which one?
It was, forgive me, it was the hotel. They think to themselves for a moment.
You know a lot, honestly, so you take your time, sir.
The Locanda Grande is what it is called. This is not exist anymore. New hotel. It was torn down. New hotel is on its spot. The Hotel Vanoli.
Hotel what?
Vanoli.
Venoli.
wow.
Thank you for your help. You're very you run a wonderful establishment.
One more question for you.
yes.
At the time of his death, so these medallions were donated after his death?
Yes, they were left.
They
in
were
a-
his medallions.
They were his, but he left them in a will to. Or perhaps it was at an auction. I cannot remember if it was a will or an auction to the Termina family. But Giovanni Termina, I believe, early 19th century, donated this collection.
He left the medallions to the Terra.
Yes.
Some less than a century after Winkelmano was killed. This donation.
That is correct, yes.
And what do these other medallions represent?
They are your average sort of antiquity. They represent various sort of religious figures, philosophical figures, historical events, battles, and such. Is that sort of thing.
And do you know, based on the imprint, what that 8th one was a depiction of, or?
What?
That is left for us to guess. It is a mystery that only time can keep.
Wonder how the Termini family came upon these medallions. Very interesting.
Perhaps we should go.
A mystery that will never be
Pay-
solved.
They
Right.
they are lovely. It is a lovely family.
Perhaps we should forget it.
Perhaps we should pay. Right.
It's no use.
We should move on.
Yes, if there is any other questions about our collections here, I'm very happy to humor curious tourists. It's great to have
You've
you.
been a great help. Thank you so much. We appreciate your great knowledge.
Absolutely. Come back anytime.
Thank you. Grazie.
And as the four of you head out to this hotel, through this museum, going out into the street as the wind is blowing, where are you heading?
Probably.
Back to the hotel.
What
Yeah,
time
back
is
to
it?
the-
It's late now, right?
In
it's
this
early
way,
now.
it's afternoon. It's early
I'd
afternoon.
say go to the
outside.
hotel.
Maybe pop in for a little espresso, get a little
And get warmer clothes.
Trieste bite to eat.
Warmer clothes.
So you go get warmer clothes, Trieste bite to eat as you pop in to buy a coat as you are
Top camera's frozen.
traveling together, walking together, getting to know each other.
Top cameras
Oh,
frozen.
no. Top camera's frozen.
Top camera's frozen. Top camera's frozen.
Top
Camera's frozen.
Top camera.
Take this opportunity.
Undo. No, it's not that. It's this one.
Top cameras frozen. Top,
Yes.
top cameras frozen.
This guy.
Frozen.
So it's not frozen on here. So that means I would just go into
Plug it in.
Streamlabs and then I would just change the source and then change it back.
Okay.
Ginger source
Thank
ginger
you for
back.
bearing with
What
us,
kind of
everybody.
clothes are you getting when you're going clothes shopping?
Oh, I never thought you would never not ask. I will be getting a. What kind of stores do they have here?
What kind of stores do they have here? They certainly specialize in winter clothing. There's some hiking stores as well, but there's a sort of known quality of heavy, long to the floor coats to guard against the Bora and Trieste.
Wow.
Furs?
Furs, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna go to a fur store. I'm gonna go into like a fur coat store.
I bet you are.
Endangered
And what?
species for clothing.
Yes. Is there a
crazy in the
Yeti? Is
wind.
there a Yeti coat?
Yeti
Made of
coat.
charcuterie.
You do find made of you would guess roughly 20 Arctic foxes. There is a
Oh
coat that
my
is
God,
a white
no.
fur coat.
Worth it.
Is there? Yes. The answer is yes, but is there one that's even gaudier? Like multiple.
This one does come with a hat, and it is just an Arctic fox that you put on your head.
Then I'll take it. I'm taking the set.
You take the whole set.
And now, if there are
walk
shoes
down
that go with
gleaming
that, like little leg warmers.
Go ahead and make a spot hidden check as you are trying on these Arctic fox leg warmers.
That is a hard success.
Hard success. As you're all here in the clothing store, as Lady Vera is trying on the most gleaming bright white fur coat you've ever seen, with a full animal hat to go with it, and leg warmers
so
pulling
sorry,
up
Peter.
to her knees over her boots.
1924.
As you pull these on, all of you, Lady Vera, as you kind of look up as the attendant is saying something to you, things go quiet for a moment. As you see a figure walk past. In a coat, open, unbuttons to reveal deep black military shirts underneath. And as we cut from there,
Are they after us still?
we cut back to the hotel where we've just heard this boom, thump sound outside.
Immediately, I say, come on, come on, come on. And I tell everyone to come out to the balcony, and I close the curtains so that we're all on the balcony. Then I would say, jump. We're going to jump from this balcony to me and Faye's balcony, and I'm going to look through the curtain.
Okay.
Jumping to the balcony.
How far is it?
I mean, it should be right next to each other. I mean, I don't even know if we have to jump.
So right next to each other, I would say that with it's going to be a dexterity roll with a bonus die, because it's a gap, but it's enough that you can just crawl over. It's trying to keep your footing.
Susanna, how do you feel about that? How do you feel like your dexterity is?
I can do it. I can make it over.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Her dexterity is 65. I'm going to roll this in front of the board.
Ooh, battle map.
Okay. Hard success.
Work.
Ooh. Failure on the first.
But bonus dice?
Can I help?
100 extreme fail.
But
wait, no,
she gets
but
the
bonus
80.
dice with the 80.
She gets the 80. As you are crawling over, both of you crawling
This
over, she
girl
goes
can't
over, and as the Bora is whooshing by, this extreme wind, this 80-mile-an-hour wind, whisking, it goes past the side of the building, and you see her legs whisked up as she is hanging on.
Yeah,
go ahead and you got a hard success on your dexterity, right?
Yeah.
You boom, grab her arm as she is one arm on the railing and one arm clasped with you. June.
I'm pulling. I got you.
As you pull up, go and make a strength roll.
I'm gonna be looking through the if I feel like June's got her, I'm gonna be looking through the curtain to see if this guy comes in.
Looking through the curtain.
Success.
With a success, you pull her up onto the balcony as you are looking through the curtain of your room, of Faye and Clayton, your room, looking in. Your room looks exactly as you left it. Susanna is catching her breath on the balcony.
Let's go in, but be quiet, because our room looks like we left it too. Let's go in your room.
Okay, should one of us stay on either balcony and guard both rooms, or so we can jump to whichever one? I can look through this curtain and then.
Can I try to sneak up to look like I'm gonna slip into their room and try to very sneakily walk up to look through the peephole?
Walk up to where, sorry?
The door. I'm like looking around while I walk. I'm trying to do the thing where you like walk to the door
Trying not to make any sound.
Creaking and
go and make a
making
stealth check.
There we go. Hard success. Would an extreme success make a difference?
An extreme success.
Because I could use 3 luck points, but
I'd say that's up to you if you would like that.
There's someone outside the door for sure. You just heard a noise.
something.
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Great.
Copy.
As you are crossing through this room, you not making a sound, feeling out where there's slight squeaks and just going right around.
And I'm
You
doing a
nearly
little look around while I go.
lift your foot up and lift over a dropped champagne flute. Careful not to crack it as you continue going. Looking around in this room, you don't see anyone in this room. This room looks to be untouched as you approach the door, coming close to it. You don't hear anything right now.
I'll look back.
I kind of want to see what if somebody comes in this room, and then I'll jump.
Okay, then I'm gonna have Susanna make sure she's on this balcony as well.
Yep.
I see. I didn't understand that you're still on that other balcony.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't jumped
Then
yet.
Susanna and I are gonna stay there.
But I pass over the base.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, I got the base. Yeah, and I'll wait there on our balcony. And do I? What floor are we on?
With this, I would say that with the suites that you're on, you are on the 6th floor looking out.
Okay.
Do you have any rope? I'll start tying. Do you have a rope?
I don't have rope, but curtains or something. I mean,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start working on that. I'm gonna start.
or bed
ripping.
sheets, because you might want to close the curtains. I don't.
Yeah, I'm
To
gonna
go
go.
downstairs. Or to belay down.
Just in
Yeah.
case, real quick, when I'm coming back from the door, I'm gonna grab.
These two are crafty.
Or maybe we're
Strip the
freaking out.
bed.
June, are we freaking out? That sounded like
We have
somebody
reason-
dropped in
we
the
have reason to
hallway.
freak out. I'm walking back. I'm pulling off a sheet, and I'm gonna start. I have a little knife. I'm gonna start trying to fashion,
we crazy?
make
Go for
rope from it.
it. You
basically.
can go ahead and make an art craft roll.
Oh well, it's over.
Carson
Wait,
should do that.
I can help.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You should just do it.
If I see her trying to make
All this
girl.
before we find out what's up.
Yeah, I just want to know what this is.
No, it's good. It's good.
Clayton, as you
Drop
go
the
and
gift
start
outside
tearing
the hall.
curtains, you hear at the door, boom, boom, at the door,
Not.
At
on your door, where you are, the room that you were in.
Wasn't the Mary Kate and Ashley?
okay, I'm gonna make this rope. Ooh, what would you say? That's yeah. Okay, that. I guess I don't really have a normal. I have my painting, art, and craft. Would you take that as a craft?
Painting
Wait, I have
arts,
no
crafts,
other
is that the
craft.
only one that you have?
It's the only one I have.
I would say you're your art. You're multifaceted in your arts
Okay.
and crafts.
You're-
You've
you
studied
work in
and
many
worked in many
mediums.
media.
Yeah.
media.
Textile.
That's a normal success.
Normal success as you're able to begin tying things together. It's not going to be enough to get down to the ground floor. But as you are putting this all together, tying it, hearing this bang, 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 bam at the door, we're going to go to a blind crossroads.
Can you also turn that off?
Yep.
Now I'm cold. I don't know about you, Rose.
So we go to a blind crossroads. The players will not look.
Don't look.
I can't see nothing.
Don't
We're
look.
going
I
to
see
vote
you
in the chat.
looking.
I'm looking at you.
Oh yeah.
Crossroads.
It does smell in
Crusty
here.
ass.
Not like bad, but like like
It's just
human.
not
Sorry.
nothing. Yeah,
I
it
need to get out.
doesn't smell.
Figure out.
It doesn't smell like BO.
Crusty
It
ass.
doesn't even smell bad. It's like,
It does smell like body odor, but not necessarily like bad body odor.
What would
just
you
like-
say?
Is this my fault?
No.
No,
it's
before
just
I got
that
it.
it's like-
We've been
It's
saying
Like when you
Oh,
leave
okay.
there, when you come back in, you're like
Yeah.
kind of like, huh.
Boy.
But I'm
Yeah.
the only one who's never left. So what does that say about the variables in here?
So that means it's you.
No.
Because it's the mostly
be my
you
shirt.
stink in here.
No
wore
way.
this
I
shirt
smell
recently.
great.
I don't think
doesn't
it's
smell
I don't
not
think it's like
smell,
that. I think
not-
it's
yeah.
like humidity or something. Just
Yeah, it's just
Interesting.
thick. It's
Thick.
like
it's
thick.
yeah.
Humidity
it's
plus
hot.
there's
It's
7
also
bodies in it.
really
It's like-
hot.
Yeah,
in
something like
here.
that. We are gonna have to figure it out for summer.
We need to get an AC unit that does not make
Makes no
any
noise.
sound.
What
That's
happens
the
to
one
the
that
other
you
one?
have make kind of no noise.
Yeah, we'll have to get one of those.
I need to get one of those.
figure
Yeah, it's
out
like
how to
$450.
In this moment, June, you and Susanna are in the other room, putting things together, trying to tie curtains off, cutting them off, as back in the other room. Clayton, alone in here. As
I'm not
you-
in the room. Just you.
Balcony.
On the balcony.
I'm on the
yeah.
balcony. I've closed the curtains so that anyone who walks in can't see me. I'm looking through the curtains.
Gotcha.
They're sheer.
As
You
you
can
are
see
on
the
this
silhouette.
balcony,
Just the head.
you hear
And I'm
boom, the door slam open from within
okay.
this room.
I'm gonna jump. Well, actually, let me just take a look.
Just take a look.
Right as you're about
Okay.
to.
We're kicked down.
go ahead and make a
like
stealth
it's
check.
not someone that works there.
Definitely.
No, the people, the service there is good.
Stealth. That is an hard success. I'm gonna use 3.
Just trying to clean your place.
Hard success as you peek out.
Yeah.
How's fucking keeping?
You
I've
see
been yelling
Said
it.
housekeeping.
a man in a suit, tie loosens a little bit,
Mustache?
with mustache and sort of cropped hair, a man that you
guy in the
recognize
cafe.
from wandering the streets last night as he comes in holding a long, sharp knife and seems to be just wide-eyed looking around the room and slowly stepping in.
I'm jumping.
Where's
to the-
Susanna with
Jump
you?
over to
She's
the
with
other
me.
balcony. Go ahead and make a dexterity roll.
Seeing
fucking
him
insane.
jump, I'm gonna go find. Is there a phone in our room that like goes to our desk?
In this room, there is a phone that calls the front desk. Yes.
I'm picking that up.
Yep. Oh, that is an extreme success.
An extreme success. Okay.
Way over that.
Yeah.
You, without
Yeah.
making more
I
sounds,
do an aerial.
slink over and somersault onto the balcony
Agent
side
Cody
as you
Banks.
pick up the phone and
Yeah.
the concierge at the front desk. Hello?
Hello.
Buongiorno.
I don't say it. Hi, I'm keeping my voice down. Hi, yes, what's for dinner tonight?
Hi, yes, if you are joining us in the lobby restaurant, we will be having a spaghetti carbonara with...
Does this guy sound like he knows what he's talking about, or did someone hijack the front desk?
Go
is
make a
what I'm
psychology.
thinking.
Whoa.
Not my
You guys are
specialty.
smarties.
Yeah, that was good.
Ooh, I'm using it. Success.
Success?
Does this sound right? Like I sound like he works here?
He sounds totally normal.
Okay. Hi, yes, I'm from room. Blah, 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 blah. Someone has broken into our room. Someone has broken into room blank. Has a knife. Please send up
I
security.
will send security right away. I'm so sorry about that. Please remain where
Shut
you
up
are
and
if
get
you are safe.
security.
I will get security right away. Please stay on the line. And puts the phone. You hear the phone sat down on the desk, and you can hear words being spoken in the distance. And as you slink in and you join in the other room.
They're saying remain where we are, but what if they're in on it too? I think
I
we
know. Go to the next balcony.
Let's go.
No, let's go to one more balcony. Yes.
We go.
Great.
One more.
As you
Just
go.
stay on the balcony.
I'm with you. What if
And
they're
then-
in our room now?
Yes.
Yeah. No, let's go one more over.
One more over, and then maybe even below
use
down.
your
A
technique
nice,
jump into
again.
the
a nice
sea.
couple in
Susanna and I
there.
will go over. You use your technique again
Make it
and
out.
like watch and see if anyone comes in this room.
Yeah, but I don't want to be about on the
Okay, let's
balcony
just go.
in case
What are you
he
doing?
goes out on
What
the
are you
balcony.
doing?
Jumping with them.
Yeah.
Jumping where?
To one more balcony over.
Great, jumping over to one more balcony over. As you go over to one more balcony, going over, are you taking the base case
Yes,
with you?
of course.
Slinking it
I'll shove
over
it
It's
over.
also
one
the
more
sea,
time.
so I'm down to jump into the sea.
Well,
honestly.
let me go over
The sea's
first, then you
right
hand
there.
it to
Yeah,
me.
I mean, it says seaside.
Let me go over
I
first,
mean,
then you hand it to
60
me, so it's
feet.
not over there by itself. I'm gonna cross.
Crossing, go and make dexterities.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes, hard success.
Then passing base.
Yes.
Then helping Susanna.
Oh my god.
Helping
it's
Susanna,
shallow.
I'm helping
her
Susanna
across
too.
as you get to
It'll
the
be
other
something.
balcony here. As you look in, you can see an empty room.
I'm jumping.
Jumping where?
Well, I'm.
Onto the balcony? Where are you jumping?
Oh,
Into
did
the
you make
sea?
it? Did you? No. Did you make a check to go across?
Yeah.
I didn't make a check to go across yet.
Go and make dexterity roll.
Damn, I could have gotten away with that.
Yeah, what was that about? Put.
I need to make a check to die.
I got 68.
Can I help him? Can I help him across? I did say I was
can,
gonna help
yeah.
him across, so
I can go again.
You can roll a bonus die.
Nice.
Success.
there we go. There we
Success.
go.
As you go, both of you go ahead and make luck checks as you are carrying this base case across between balconies. So the wind is howling out here.
Please.
Go ahead and make
No.
luck checks.
My specialty at
Can
the
I
moment.
use luck to make luck?
Ooh.
Guess that doesn't really make sense.
No, it's a windy day in Italy.
Use luck to... No, you cannot.
Shit.
failure
No,
by
don't
3.
drop that into the sea, you guys.
As,
Anything.
an enormous gust of wind whoosh, wishes by you as you are carrying this base case between shallow balconies and the side of this hotel room. I'm gonna need both of you to make dexterity rolls with a penalty die.
Success. I got a 40 and a 30, and I have 50 dex.
76 was the first one, right?
Oh,
So can I take the
seven.
lower one, or I take the higher?
Higher.
Penalty die, you take the higher.
That was okay.
Fail.
Unless I.
Spend 11 luck.
But you got it.
I
do I
succeeded.
get the sense that
It's up to you. You got it. It's 11 luck to do it.
I don't have that kind of luck to spend, but I do for the case. Yeah, let's do it.
With 11 luck to the success, you imagine that perhaps one half of this would have gone dangling off the balcony, held up by one person if you had not succeeded on this, but instead you managed to catch it and push it across to the third balcony. And in this moment, I'm gonna need one more luck check from the both of you.
Well, now I have no luck.
Ooh, success.
Okay?
No.
I forgot to reroll my luck last time.
With
You
your
spend 70
success.
luck to get it.
If only I had that kind of luck.
With your success, as you carry this base case around,
Oh, I did that.
it's in this moment, as the wind is howling, that you hear the sound from 2 balconies over from the where this person was. It is in this moment that you hear this scream of agony, along with this wet sound, and then silence.
It's the skin demon thing in that guy's body.
And as you hear
It's
this sound,
the Duke in that guy's body.
as the wind carries the sound past you all, as you are out
Hide.
in the wind,
No.
we're gonna pick up here next time.
So is luck tradable between characters? Can I
Luck be a
pawn some
lady's
off for
night,
you
huh?
guys? Can I
You
pickpocket
can
some off
reroll
them?
that. You can reroll now and get some back.
Can
Holy
you
shit.
can you
Yeah,
raise up your base
I've been
stats
kind of forgetting
like
to redo
dexterity?
my luck. I know it.
Oh shoot.
You can't.
Holy
Crazy.
shit,
All right,
Eric.
guys.
That was such a crazy
We'll
episode.
see how that shakes out. Abby, thank you for being here.
Does that mean Abby's here next week?
Abby's here. Well, we're playing on Sunday. We're pre-recording on Sunday morning, and Abby is going to be here for that. Which, thank God, I'm so happy that you're here, Abby.
Thanks for having me.
And that character.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah.
Give him an Oscar.
Yeah, fucking
Literally.
amazing.
I was
Dead Redemption
I was
feeling.
flubbering. I was trying to like speak to you, and I think I said Emily Dickens.
I know. I felt Vera's
Dickinson.
nerves.
I was
like,
like,
You did.
I know I did. I've only read Emily Dickens.
Well, we'll see how it all shakes
what?
out.
Abby, you can use the
Dickens
guest
what?
box.
Dickens
That's
who?
your cubby now.
Dickens who?
Yeah, guest box. We love you guys.
Hey, love you.
We'll see you next Thursday.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.